Ninanga sat na web. Na pam phone so reborn to Bamas on a 24 radio. Yo, 24 radio. A photo 77 put a man on you. I went to 4 radio. Papa smiling, awareness in my one more. I went to 4 radio. A photo 77 put a man on you. I went to 4 radio. Papa smiling, awareness in my one more. Yo, from here to foreign. You give us a reason to listen to radio. Papa smiling, and nyebo.
Eye pamaso. Eye pamaso. And penisa ye sumanyan safoni and sumana montenten. And no confess a crumwa or timubi. Could say by Papa smiling in the bed of fatnasi. O bed you chum, my moon some, a man woman some, and in some polo. No mercy for the cripple. Papa, you chamony.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Banaso, a place where the sun and Ghanaians come together to shape the Ghana they hope for. Rising as co-creators and catalysts in making Ghana a better place for all. Oh Ghana, our home, our pride, the dream still lies deep inside. Through every hand, through every heart, the change we see begins with us. Together we rise, together we build. Oh, Bamaso, the time is now. The Ghana we hope for starts with us somehow. Yeah. No blame, no fear, no weight again. Let's use our voice, let's use our brain. With heart and faith, we take a stand to build this nation hand in hand. Call it Build Ghana. We will do it now. We will bring the light. The people's power, we will make it shine. You and I combine. Celebrate by my soul. By my soul. Yeah, the bobo, you know. Together we rise, together we build. Oh, by my soul. The time is now. The Ghana we hope for lives in us now. Oh, by my soul. Where did the discerning come to think, to act, and to build up? Together we rise for the Ghana we dream of. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Banaso, a place where the sun and Ghanaians come together to shape the Ghana they hope for. Rising as co-creators and catalysts in making Ghana a better place for all. Oh Ghana, our home, our pride, the dream still lies deep inside.
The 22nd of July 2026. A pretty late start. However, we live once again on our 24 radio, Abrawapa radio, and our 24 radio GH with another edition of Pamaso. This is the place where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come purely to deliberate on possibilities with which we would rise as co-creators and catalysts in making Ghana a much better place. As long as we have come to understand that we are the very Ghana we are concerned about, it is more to do with we becoming the better versions needed for a better Ghana. Because we have equally come to understand that when one Ghanaian is transformed, Ghana is transformed. So we come here just to be that vessels, that channels through whom a better Ghana will run itself in and through. And to help us do that, we come knowing very well that nothing matters more in the context of what we're doing here than the fact that we are simply Ghanaians. So we use Ghana as our reference point, making sure that everything that we are doing is maybe going in the interest of a part of Ghana, but we need to continue to evaluate if it is going in the interest of Ghana as well. So, yes, we are certainly belonging to various parts, various sections of Ghana. And it is in order that every now and then we may seek the interest of the part that we belong to. That is the first order condition. So, yes, you may be seeking the interest of that part that you belong to, be it your tribe, be your church, your party, your religion, whatever. It's good. It's the first order condition when you are seeking good. The first order condition is, is it in the interest of the part that I belong to? Yes. But it is not sufficient. The second order condition must be met as well. So we can say the second order condition, it's sufficient to make sure that whatever that you are doing is getting the green light to go ahead. And that is, so is the good that I am seeking for the part that I am belonging to also the good of the whole that I am equally a part of? When you get a green light to that question, then it means you are good to go. You are good to go. That is all that we are seeking to do around here, to make sure that when we are seeking the good for any part that we belong to, it satisfies the second order condition of it being also good for the Ghana, the bigger Ghana that we are a part of. That is all that brings us here. It's a long journey, a never-ending one. However, every stage, every step, every challenge is an inviting moment for us to discover a nobler version of ourselves needed to move our dear nation forward. So if you are here for the first time, whatever the case may be, whatever the situation, I would humbly welcome you onto this very platform where out of discipline, out of conviction, out of the need to become a better version of ourselves, we continuously come around to work on us. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Pamaso. And check a says Ronco, the mu doni the mu pipa and come out. Maybe I will be a some pempens you were feeding the Up 24 radio. Our radio na Up 24 radio GH. And there a dafofro, who could that. Ya baby, ya better what you know, I heard the bit to me. Ayo. Ama woma Ghana afa into my paifra. E free some pempens we are ko idiot. We are Ghana ni wate. You know say Ghana ni na obi bia o hwe bia no make sure say call in the interest of my Ghana. I said me kan poto kasemu no. No kre said ye tie bia na e be free a part of Ghana. No kre no two ways about that. Enti ye be wato region bim what free a part of Ghana into we because me free Ashanti region, me free Greater Accra region. Yes. Even baby cry about what on a bit my what to tribe into we because me Shantini. Always because oh me tribe no be can da gombe ni me Dawson so that's it. Me not na me overcan no cre no two ways about that. Obi so kra na ya wona to Christosum to was me Christoni me kremoni we doso identities na doso corners na ya we to na doso na ne kwan so se emrado bra no ade bia wo ye bia no bebusa ho se ade a me ye is it in the interest of the tribe that I belong to a comma party a me domo ana sorry a me ko ne kwan so ano no na me catch you and sufficient condition say ade a wo ye no comma ekuo bi a odom e wo my Ghana and no kire say wo say wo yo there be and sufficient condition. There is a second order conditioner. When that is met, there that is sufficient. Na sa condition and say, oh yes, ade we say ko yie ma party a me dom ko yie ma tribe me free mo among the rest wa fa bi hye ho. Na sanso ko yie ma Ghana de. Ade bi wo no mo a ko yie ma party bi na emu ko yie emamu ano. Na se ko yie ma party bi na sa nko yie amamu ana amfa so obi ani so. The distraction and I said the impact, highly negative when it comes that way. And yes, say at the end of a part that you belong to and no yes sufficient. Or say a sans kuyi ma my Ghana. Emuani na and no entini abahase. And no entini abahase. Enti esan say oya Ghana na dan de nyina when ya brace up so ye ni ye no na kire say wo ba be yo wan kasa ho aduro ene wuku dai ye be buse ho questions na questions and answers enti ya obruni be ka say Q&A ye be buse ho nsemfo aba komienu miensa in the knowing say anu ye no is already out there for us waiting for us to consume and work with. It is all here and said and nothing. Oh, and now your boss who say Onyema unyusu for the past 6 months and Fabrano. Oh, Nanatina reach out. Oh, Nanati. And he also obey enough for media. No two ways about that. Yuguswa, yeah, Pimsoko. I mean, Adia. Pusu means any unyusu yedie. Wow, Timuni said it is just occupying space. So why not give away the things that you do not need and make way for the things that you truly need? That's right. I mean, say bibi krawo. Let's say when you ama onsemo anye fria. Ye the fufro ba hemfa na anebeshe. So allow the things that you haven't used for the past 6 months to go bless other people, and in doing so you open yourself up for the things that you truly need to come your way. As simple as that. Enti nana tena so be na famudie. Yen to nchia nso ma na asarbedi akone Dr. Ebenezer Mofa Boatin. Na papa yonti na nanketia. Nanketia. He was a channel of blessing to humanity. Enti e bundin de bia no. Yen chi America fo nyina samsafo one Dr. Jingo ma beta joint pa. Me bie da no. Ama enuanom aba be wura mu. Ye be dwane sisi a so ani tua. Yɛnkyɛ United Kingdom for Owura Joseph Abe, board chairman, any adɔfo aka nyinaa na yɛnkyia France for nso ɛgya hɛnu no ɛte wo nka ɛgya hɛnu. It was good to hear your voice once again. Enebra na ɛbɛtoa nkɔmmɔ no so. Na yɛnkyia ɛyɛ Spain for bɛma bene wa wo ne Belgium for of Abuadi. Finland for mo wɔ hɔ Bibi one ɔbosomfo. Na minim sɛ yɛbɛkɔ turning to God's word. Dr. Jingo we there any NHS say we provide them with close marking pa. Dr. Jingo what close marking. Yo Dr. Jingo nchia kesi enkoma why na yenchia Ghana for why na champion of a coffee chumberma ofa I know say otutu niema said the you get back to your feet once again. Enti yatonchi more than at the map. Enchi ana aka nyina mfa mumu yɛmfa mum. Na sauti ani nkwa dia. Papa Smiley one more time. Me nyina akwantu for na nam nam nchi akese ema. So yɛnto akwantu no so one more time. Ɔman Ghana yiyo enti ni aba. Yɛnkwa ahoma no so na Sam Safo yɛma na kwa aba. Ɛna mantene nka. Omo yenkomo kakra. Sam, sauti menka ene bamasu.
You can say Papa Smiley.
Na boko de.
Boko when you say.
Nyame adum. Ya bom pogo wa ha. Ati. Ya bom pogo pa, ya bom pogo. Eno asa oba na mu ankasa na akasa kakra.
No, man, kasa me by name toy tre. Ene akoi ye reading na nya. Ya kwa kasa kakra.
I see.
Yeah. But I know idea Binya Bianca Meka. Oh, I did it kind. I'm on my way to the airport and I'm boarding a plane in like another 2 hours. So just a heads up.
Uko Ghana na.
What's it?
Uko Ghana na.
I wish. They go off a Kwabra crew in North Carolina. Actually, they call Asheville, North Carolina, but I don't know, maybe you know or North Carolina.
Oh, of Kwabna wo ayi em say ayi moto we bi nchen ho sa pa Dr. Jingo na akọ oben moto we bi pa. So
North Carolina or say South Carolina mean shed and kind.
Oh no, on no enough.
Oh no, okay, North Carolina and America, yeah.
Oh, Erisia odo we joint.
And then I'll take a car.
Oh, okay.
Airport be true airport today I mean use okay.
Okay. I see.
Now me the car so.
Oh, all right. And you guys udru ha no rent a car.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. I see.
So
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But and now come on now, as I'm not beside me there like then I walk away. I feel why he say I don't open the beer and I was getting too personal for him. I say now open the beer now. My mistress that's right. Well, very steady. I feel questions that heavy man. I say open the beer now. No, it's like I'm the type you know, I don't know. I've always had this thing like just a t-shirt. Before the t-shirt new one, or I have to have a replacement. So I always have something new. I want me closet to my it crowd me share that. Me too a free Virginia, Alba, Florida, no, you know, being in Virginia 4 seasons since I had some leather jacket. Well, I guess you can call it off leather. It's not real leather. I had like a couple of them, you know, in Virginia, and I'm used to because of the 4 seasons. At least you use it depending on what time of the year. But the bar, I had say, nothing use. So I just had it hanging in the closet. And I guess because of weather, because of the heat, like after a couple of months, maybe 6, 7, 8 months later, the crochet jacket now, I feel I'm going to say, and no,
Papai.
it's in a no big catcher say like I just don't want to catch belt to probably a pija
Mhm.
say didn't you sense that yeah. So the same thing. And then these things were just going to waste. Like, and when I was in high school too, one of the things I did because I didn't know better. Every time I'll get a paycheck, yeah, I was like, I was in the mall and him down for 4 no. Near to sneakers, near to jerseys, near to like, the typical American pop culture stuff. So I had like I have mad sneakers. And the sad bit about it is let me toss this one. The shell back one, let me my son be shell box in him.
Mhm.
It's thing be I think she's a box we need to see all the more. But it's me anyway. It's too bad. I had saying I let that shot yes and
Mhm.
then I was like, you know what? Let me start actually being to be proactive about this thing. I went from having like a whole walk-in closet to myself to nowadays, I think some Italian, it's like my hands span wide. That's it. It's sad, especially send out beside there. I bros, they mean share it. They say 3 months to 6 months, I mean share that. And that's me, me yeah. Now my share me say, oh, shall I do with me per pound? Me the best say. And then I'll reprogram myself immediately and say, hey, Masa, more than 6 months in your share. One share more than 6 months. I feel like I got you so best I share.
Mhm.
And then I toss it. So since I've been in Florida, I've been proactive. I make sure it's my entire family and we do it. Like even if it's every 3 months or 4 months, everybody go through your closet. Only share no more than 3 months. Masa, it's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So I've been very proactive, and I was thinking about it, it's like Mother Nature and a boy. I mean, who sad way because they be different Virginia by now weather no say no.
Mhm.
And then it's shame because it's like I paid a pretty penny for these jackets, and I wear them, but I didn't wear them regularly because I didn't want to. Let me best say in term. So I was like almost like cherishing it, having it hang in the closet. And you're saying a shimmy, and then I was like, you know what? Instead I'm doing it, but maybe some woman I said, why not just turn it over? So Mrs. Share start shipping when it be like I think it was like $3. The guy charges like nearly $1,000 and I'm fine. I'm shipping in United call Ghana.
Mhm.
But now I just do it. It's maybe a benefit they call goodwill. And I say yeah, they are called usually goodwill they call. They no so on my tone for about microphone so in your BH. So I thought it was a very, very good question and it was I hope say people realize the angle or what you were trying to achieve and one person be you and I wish Sanka will be pushing them and you are no. Because like some of these things we hold on to it, and it's like why? And we dream the bigger picture now. It's so many other things we do in this life that we held on to certain things. And at some point you have to take a step back and ask yourself like, why? Like why am I holding on to this? Why am I holding on to this belief? Why am I holding on to this behavior? Why am I holding on to this material thing? What is it? Like what is it that actually make me want to hold on to it so dearly? What is it doing for me? And it's I know doing come on. What is it doing for the whole Mother Ghana? So coming into another questions now, this so now casting my identity anyway, And I was listening, I was like, you know what, let me take it a step further. Yeah, Ghana, no. Yes, Usidan Ghana. I'm sure say it benefits you and your family. But ask yourself, then we are missing, how does it benefit the entire Ghana? How does it, maybe I mean CAC, does it benefit the entire community, or is it just benefiting me and my family? Car where I may ship Ghana way. I know very well, so this car, it probably shouldn't be on the road by Mishipuako Ghana because I'll make profit off of it. Does it benefit the entire country? So entirely full see Mrs. Ako, we better say Obroni where we are Mrs. Ako Ghana. Is it going to benefit the country, or is it going to end up on the shores of Ghana and create more trash for the country to deal with? You see, so it's like these little questions, these little things. If we can just pause for a second, take a step back and ask ourselves. So yeah, all this Chicago Ghana all the time, but it's like, what is it doing? Who is it benefiting? You know, ask yourself, like we should always be asking ourselves these questions. We should always be questioning these things. And if we take the moment, just a split second to think about these things and I'm sure I'll say, you know, it'll help us towards, or it'll help us see better, you know. So I think it's a very good, interesting question you were putting out there. And I hope as individually, you know, we will take the time in every step or in everything we do, you know, we'll take the time. Because it's always, the obvious is always right there in your face. The say, yeah, Bob Braboni to support our family. And therefore, you know, any small chance we get, you know, we are willing to, you know, benefit, to make something, to earn something for our family. But we should always think about the bigger picture. And I get it. It's easier said than done, right? It's easier said than done. I get it. And it's not going to be an easy thing to come over like overnight. It'll take time. But if you keep asking these questions, these small questions going forward, and eventually, I'm sure we will get to where we want to go. I hope I make sense.
Certainly. You are making a lot of sense. Now, say, we become so attached to our possessions. So, it is one of the ironies of life. Perhaps we have to play that song. You come to realize, say, the things that we own, they now become the things that own us.
That's it.
Nti afei na nye ne control saa nneɛma no bio. Na mmom nneɛma no mmom ne control yɛn. We become servants to the things that we own, right? Ɛka ho bi na we are unable to let go of some of the things that we don't even need. Nti enye nuanom Ghana fo nko a nipa su wobɛkɔ obi fie no name egu hɔ nom no. I know say we love to keep memories, right?
Yeah.
But name egu hɔ nom a you keep them you come to realize that you are keeping it for memory, but unkɔhwɛ na say, right? Na say, so why keep it? So na identity no. Eti hadwene, so hadwene afi na obi fie na akoye bola nko a, right? Even say no kra no still no, they still want to hold on to it. And as you've rightfully said, you know, you evaluate the things that you have, the things that you have not used for a very long time. You let go, and as I said, you allow the things that you truly need to make their way to you. Thank you, sir. Why proactive? Na nature echere okwano. Na you are living up to that as well. Well done. Now, anyway, you na episode ni eche. Any questions and answers?
Yeah, but you see, I thought it was very interesting yesterday too when you were talking with a one here. Like he even pushed back and say, "Oh, I didn't even see pentina." So eventually, I'll use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that reasoning, no, I was like, and I didn't. It's not like I'm faulting him or I'm like jumping on him or whatever. But it's like perfect because I'm sure see a lot of us have that mentality, which is why we cannot let go. Because we believe and we assure ourselves, we convince ourselves, say, this is it. Like we know we need this thing, that's why we bought it. So why give it away? I'm gonna hold on to it until I need it. You know? So I really enjoyed that conversation yesterday and to your point about, we let things use us or whatever, I wrote it down. I have a mini office on like I was listening to a podcast, I think I forwarded it to you, and they made a nice statement. They were like, I think they said something to the extent that money is a tool that is supposed to help us achieve what we really want. But as time goes on, it seems as if say we've forgotten what money is. Like instead of it being a tool to help us get to where we need or what we really want, it has become the thing that we think we want as opposed to it being a tool. So we have to really take time. And, I know these things it's going to take a while for people to understand and make these adjustments. But time, I always say time is the best solution to everything. So it's just that you hope that it's never too late. But yeah, as far as the net questions and answers, I don't have anything. I don't have any particular question. I had a question, but let's just stay on topic with yours. Maybe another time I'll ask you some questions.
All right.
Dr. Jingo, back to that.
Obi the question be about say Dr. Jingu Ubedi. You sana say, is there anyone who is beyond redemption? Right. So what is what Obi Busasa what I say?
Is there anyone who is beyond redemption?
Beyond redemption. So I just say or no dear wa power ho so or jiapa no ho anase wa pa ogie ho ana the second question and also ho and say obeso obusa say, is there an area of our life independent of other areas of our lives ana?
I like that.
So is there an area of our lives and no independent of other areas of our lives? That is the second question. Enti kakra obeka no kai na yem pass ma Dr. Jingo. Why?
Well, Dr. Jingo,
Dr. Jingo Brown. Okay, all right. You okay?
Because the question was specifically for him. I'm sure so Becca say, yeah, Papa is beyond redemption. Becca said Trump is beyond redemption. Anyway, Manimbra,
you and Dr. Jingo. Bamasu.
I can see you, Papa.
Good. Naboko there. You any we were say football one at once, right? What's the questions no me okay. And the first question was say, is there anyone beyond redemption? And the second one or say, is there any area of our lives independent of all other areas and as any area of our life
Life, that's my what's
okay. All right. Say that here. My more example.
But the thing is,
my more example, right? Obi timika say, Chrisosum different from Amayosem. So what be that? And I say Chrisosum any Amayosem inni trouble ana. Chaka biara. That's right. Enti Say meyɛ politics a meyɛ politics, meyɛ Kristoni a meyɛ Kristoni, ɛnni twaka biara. Meyɛ sure sɛ wate sɛ obi ka bi da meboa. Enti na kyerɛ sɛ my Christian life is totally independent of my political life. Hence the question say, is there any area of our life wobɛtumi aka sɛ ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ independent of any other area or all other areas of our life anaa?
Okay, then say no. Then say no. No. So that's it. Because all your Christian, yes, all your politics more. You have to let your Christian now, a shining on. So that's it. So that people will know, say, acquire or what has say in here. You never are different. So I say, because before no, now you are in that, but now no, 1 year that's renew mind, Papa Smiley, you don't act the way that it used to be, So I say, I was say, and changing, and I can say, doctrine, and now so your belief, what it affects your behavior. So that's it. And now I said, doctrine will change your behavior. Because they are all, and only affect how you're going to behave in society, in town, in your house, at work, and everything. So that's it. And so also you're Christian, you say you are getting a good doctrine now. Personally, it has to have effects on your behavior wherever you are. It has to show. So, and that one here, and redemption. That's another papa. Obia can be redeemed. Papa man from Hitler to Ne to when your friend is saying, want to me, everybody can be redeemed. So I say, I didn't hear because what's someone catch train. So or catch or sit on. But God commanded his love towards us in that while we are while we are yet sinners, right? Christ died for us. Personally, so here. And Obia is qualified to be redeemed. Everybody, once you are alive with you, no matter your situation, you are in the position to redeem, to be saved. Because at the end about some Bible, or say the will of God and say all men to be saved and come to the knowledge of the truth. Because once you are saved, you come to the knowledge of the truth, you will know say the name now here before and fuck him. So yes, yeah. And so now you have the knowledge, you have to know the truth, you refrain from and near man now and na emfa kwan. So just say that is how it is. And saa na tie nti obiara ɛdɛ ɛwɔ redemption ɛwɔ hɔ ma obiara ɛna obiara so can be saved no matter your situation, no matter what you have done. Bibi a wɔyɛ biara no wɔyɛ biara no. So just say Nyankopɔn ɔso ɔba ma obiara nti that is how it is. Nti saa na tie ne nua obi a ɔbɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ nnipa wei deɛ nipa no is beyond redemption anaasɛ saa nnipa wei deɛ ne political life ɛne ne Christian life go hand to hand na menua na ɔdaadaa sɛ ɔte ase because ɛnyɛ saa na ɛteɛ ɛnyɛ saa ɛna ɛteɛ koraa Because once you get the knowledge, how bad then, it change you. God is it. Papa, I'm trying to say, that book na a cry, a book a mood sort of say, a year same, a changing behavior, a changing lives, a changing everything. Sort of say, a changing everything. And was it? Paul, or troll, let the be our officials. So, hello, Papa's Malutim, was it?
Wodeɛ ne
Hello?
yɛtie paa kɔ so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, or troll nice, I sort of it. Also there, I say, but you have not so learned Christ, but we have not so learned Christ. If so be that you have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Jesus, that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful what lust. So, and be what? And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. Therefore, putting away what? Lying. Keep every man truth with his neighbor. For we are members one of another. Personally. Also, we are members of one of another. So there's a, and so we have to speak to our neighbors because we are one. And so we are a politician. That's why we are Christian here. Personally, we are one. So you can't go say we are politicians. So you are going to lie to me. Say, your mouth, you can't say for point. You go to scan. Now, says can do Sunday now. Sorry, also. All the prayer times, and also all the provide because one is problem. So just that's matter. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down. It's like neither give place to the devil. No, so let that soul steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands. Papa's money. Labor no, no. Let's say you go off here. Kamaba Jim, we were saying about Papa's money and selling, say my barber gym locker room, and I'm no cast as here. Don't just say because do a beer as selling here. So also that let no product communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may what minister grace unto the hearers of us man. So the bar with the grace as an level, say grace of God. So the coupon not doing tea, so just continue say that he came to die for the ungodly sinners. And then we know say all have sinned, all not American, and I know not Ghanaian, and I say not UK, and I say Ukraine, and I say Iran, and I say Israeli. But Jesus Christ came to die for that sense. And then he accounted for righteousness. And your sense, you are not going to what? Account for it. Because Papa's money. Say, yeah. Or dying, Obiaka say, that dying mortgage, I'm a triaka, Papa's money, do, Busumi, oh, problem. No, any problem. Papa Smiley.
Who you need you? Koso, yet you.
Musa was not the idea. Because I'm a tongue come. Ah, oh, come on, I'm a pet. Georges, you know, say, oh, no, oh, yeah, get share, Oka, Obi Amawa, Papa Smiley. I do Musume, Onika, and you know, sir, and it's here. And you know, I'm mother for Christ here, me bar. Papa Smiley, my choir, I was sending my mother and you want to too quickly. To the Bayer, because say, faith come by hearing, and by hearing the word of God. And you know, when the word of God, you know, Jesus Christ died for our sins. So that's it. I mean, he was buried to say that he's, you know, he's truly dead. And now he rise again on the third day. So that's it. You know, or the one, you know, wages of sin is dead. And he sees our wages, you know. And now what's the way to righteousness? Until the one you believe that now, you will die with him, buried with him, and also what? Raising with him in righteousness. Until now, no, you are in Jesus Christ. Until God see Jesus Christ, he doesn't see you. So God imputed righteousness because you are in him, you are in Christ. So I say, once you are in Christ and you are saved, outside of Christ, personality, you are in darkness. Because we say in him, there is no darkness. So there's but outside of him, there, well, we get the darkness to deal with. Oh, and you know, redemption and the Papa's money, it doesn't matter. Hitler, so G, upon all this, you know, so G didn't say that Jesus Christ died for his sins, he can be saved. Value, you don't mean, yeah, your tears, so you know, GD, or GD, that Jesus Christ died for his sins, and he was very rose again. He will save, it's a safe person, obviously. But as we said, you know, our lives, you know, we don't have Christian life, and you don't have social life, and also we don't have political life. Because all your Christian, that's all compromises in that. You have to make sure, say, you let the people know the truth in what you are going to do. So just because all the lie, politics in the media, you lie, then you become what? Or the children of the father of all lies. So, because I see, you may use you, and you know, so who got a politician, that's also you Christian media, and as I say, oh, you do see a Juma, do say, we are penny, a war, merchant bank, and I say, Ezen bank, and I say, started bank, and I cocoa board, and a minister of health, that's also your Christian media. You have to make sure, say, a Juma now, you know. A Juma now, you know. Christo, no, then this one, glorify Christo. That's all. Or say, whatever you do, no. Someone say, I did not mean you. Do it to glorify Christ, who died for me. So what I say. And you know, and a man, Paul, Papa man is harvest, no paper, now, on harvest.
Say,
Ephesians, you know, Philippians chapter 4. Was it finally burden?
That's right.
Whatsoever things are true. Whatsoever things are honest. Whatsoever things are just. Whatsoever things are pure. Whatsoever things are lovely. Whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, Papa Smiley, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think of these things. Papa Smiley, what things? Pure, true, honesty, right? Loving, good reports. So these are the things we have to think of as we becoming Christians, you know, right? But those things which you have bought ahead, what I say, so those things which you have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do and the God of peace shall be with you. Papa Smiley. If you are doing these things as a politician, that's what you're engaged with that. The God of peace shall be with you, Papa Smiley.
Yo, Dr. Jingo, you never see it. Why?
And you know, sir, and you know also what? Let not your good be a bad to others. So that's it. Sanity. To Papa Smiley, let me see what I say. Said it, and you're not about to know Wednesday idiot. Questions nearby, no my away.
No problem, cry, no problem. Why?
Yeah.
Now, some Dr. Jingo answers, I told us some there. Some way. Okay, all right. Board the flight perhaps on
checking. I'm not going to come mail me passport. I'm not going to Ghana visa.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to September.
I see.
Me and I come back into no, process sanity.
Yo, and yeah, say watch my ebekebia. Question is name or say, is there anyone beyond redemption? They say, man, funny say a Christopher asem keke. You can say, is there anyone beyond transformation? Is there anyone beyond transformation? And the other question here, is there any area of our lives independent of other areas of our lives? And you may have heard some people talk about the fact that as soon as and as soon Christosum, just say there is no overlapping symbiawum. Christosum nam ne baby and amayosem so nam ne baby. Enti ebane sadia or ya amayosem dia on fa Christosum nkum. So enti yebusa say, is there any area of our lives independent of other areas of our lives na watch my home na to form enti meko okonfo safo so na okonfo aboy nkomo kakra enti okonfo safo so otimi nkan ene ebama so
adwen kasi ya menia
na boko de
jadum ya sorry ye die ene de em say we are babo kakra.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You ene ensemfo amienu a edapono so anam de ato honom no wode ene etie
Bom subium na me.
Okay, all right. I would mean redemption. Is there anyone beyond transformation? And the second one is here. Is there any area of our lives independent of all other areas and as other areas of our lives?
Okay, yo, me chat here for you now. I'm say me tie me ambassador. Anyway, ambassador Oko Ghana, Ghana card, now next time you don't need a visa. I did that, so you can also do that. Once you have a Ghana card, you don't need to worry about paying visa fees and all that. The amount of money you pay for the visa fee, you can use it for Ghana card. It's one day you can get it. You know, I say your Bible has say, especially America has say, almost separate the state from the church. In some places, I think that they don't. Some states, the church doesn't even pay taxes. And you should, stay away from the state affairs. The entire say religion, one can say a way of subduing people. So because back in the days, in the year 2000 years ago, there were so many wars. And the religion was a book. And as a Bible, the Quran was a book written by the most brilliant people of their time. Say, stay away from Nima Bonnie. Now, a state in Juma. So it has, but unfortunately for us, some of us have been indoctrinated. It or more use. They are so into it. Say, it's like they cannot function without it. But so truly, they are doing something different from what we are doing when it comes to the religion aspect of their life. It has nothing to do with the governance system. So what I say. It even if you say someone there's supposed to be a barrier. Me personally, I don't believe in all those things. You have to believe in Jesus before you go to heaven. I think it's but having said that, it's not like say me Bible challenge you will be believable. People have the right to believe on whatever they believe in, and I respect that. But personally, from what I've been through and what I've gone through, I know say the God and I say has given you the knowledge already. Because now the living existence, but who brain on why something different. Say, you don't need him to think for you. And so you should know that. You should know how you can draw policies to protect yourself. So it is here. Where does God and Jesus Christ of Nazareth and all those things comes in? So it is here. One more time, administration. They said Bush administration, Trump administration, Berlusconi, and UK. All these people. One more time now, one more time. Jesus Christ time was like a ruling administration via a back. But those days, they were smart enough to say they were able to write a book. Senior Beya, among will stay away from their sins and then the state affairs. Senior Beya, state in Benya Juma. So the Bible and quotations being in mania maybe a far home kind. They say, we are see now believe what Joseph and I say what one did before and now be the and I think you are lost. But me personally, it mean say there should be a boundary between the state and then the church. Ebasa obia ye ne dwuma kama. This why hwe papa because Ghana yen koso nyina fa frida bia ya na ye bo asofo no etirisi no. The church must stay away from government business. They must even though they are voters, all you do is to go and vote, but the government business is different from the church business. Because the church business next year, government will not function right.
Mr. Wu, so okay, what can some be? I know say I'm a question. Now the fact that someone is a pastor, so does it stop the person being a Ghanaian?
Oh no, you cannot. It doesn't make you. It doesn't stop you from being a Ghanaian.
Okay, so what a Ghanaian can say, on your pastor no, or no, or your Ghanaian, or your pastor no to mean
Oh no, I'm not saying say won't mean because say you can vote, but you know how
now we are not talking about voting now. We are going beyond voting. Okay, now one second. When your pastor meboa.
No.
Okay, all right. Enti ade a wo betimi aye ana wo betimi aka in politics no. Wo pese o che say pastor ntimi nka bi. Yes sir.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
when you're a citizen like me, he can say it. But who say church, has gone or position be in our system. It looks as a bino crown woman. It's a woman person elect government. From what you and I know about what is happening with these pastors, and I know the Mr. Muhammad name, all those things shouldn't happen. That is not what we need as a nation.
How do they elect the Obama?
They say if we do election, all these leaders goes there and they pray for them and they predict, they do that, and those things something that needs to stay away from the government or the state, because you better ba yedi nipa no de waye na hu ade ntina wo bude nyamsem eba be protect abeka say we ne be win no ye ko ball a ye be training no wo see nyame asoma say beka kire say we ne be win we yes na people don't concentrate on their thing all the time. Now omo concentrate on what God have for them on adwuma. Over that day, my is fasting abompaye, thinking say God remember will be Papa Smalia, what I would do, Bekawa Kuma. Now would discuss command, I pen was no class on them, no could Danyamiasi say, and Ramid Dahana, Minia Papa Smiley frame, and I was sending Miska, your mom will send my Papa Pasta okay, while Papa Smiley, sorry, on no Quaduma, or sorry 4 o'clock in the Quay Juma. Now I could Ghana bomb pie, Papa Smiley, I can't come say, that's what they brought because who said Ghana, hospitals in the into Fakoto Druno, who quite alcohol bomb pie say, Yankupon Pasta, and Abo, who said Sanya man, retarded progress. It's a woman was what you must bottom club about it, and yes, canoe. Who was a Papa Smiling for your man first camera on a fire, who you are Kodanya. These are some of the things that retarded progress will Africa. And here it's not like that. Every 4 blocks there's a church there, but now it's empty. They say the youth of today and the people, the citizens of today, they don't care about going to church. So what I say, they don't care. The church sitting here are all empty. The buildings, cathedrals, as you see here, it's empty. I can count. You 4 million or count here, and so I can count about 50 big cathedrals. Nobody goes in there. Tembia bon say obo hu bibi nipa o na yekusie obi na yie na omo ye no so what I say o ma na old people na hu omo but you know media papa I believe say church in there is a way Ghana emwayen but nanka Bible natural in a way say we have to stop doing bad things send a calm for the state to do its work but now it looks like what tier with that system no it me personally no media me I don't buy what they are saying, but hey, religion they say you won't mean and kind of too much because when you pan what GDR now call be at the conflicts and everything. So also won't believe what just stay there, give them their space and they also should give us our space. No beyond trying to baby now you move the states on. Yeah, abide by the state's laws and regulations rather than relying on their spiritual aspect of it now.
Question in here. Say obi a Christoni na obobra papa, right? He is not involved in any corrupt activity. So
That's right.
he's into ojitum say ni Christo somno, right? True Christianity is about making progressive impact in the lives of other people, right? Let's say wako amayo semua. You think say he shouldn't implement that beliefs now or one into amayo semana?
That's what I said in the beginning. Say, Papa, the makers of the civilization, they realize they need to write a book. Bia, a bit me, I subdue Nipano. Now, I live a life. Bit me, I'm Jai state and I'm a state and I'm bra. And you know, much for Bibles and in money, because all the Bible, obviously, also chemistry, there are certain you can get it from Bible, but also finance is in the Bible. That's how Bible is all about. If you want to learn how to save money, it's in the Bible. If you want to learn how to kill somebody, it's in the Bible. If you want to learn how to do something better, how to dress well, tell me what is not in the Bible. Everything. If you pilot a plane, it's in the Bible. If you want to drive a car, the Bible will teach you how to drive a car. Get together. Anything a constitution, most of the time, you can get something from the Bible and our Quran. A book could be tron in a way say you can never go wrong with that. But that doesn't mean say Enuna as a would just did a mind. I know they are guiding principles for life. So what you say. Into Yabana, yes, Shemra say, men Kohan Kunkutu as a sinner say ma in Suan family. We should abide by that. You know, say you have to love your brother, and your Bible says, you know, say you have to fear for I saw dog, and your Bible says, Bible and the Lord should teach you how to do it. So what I say, and Papa made the minimum say, what you know the right thing from the wrong. If you don't know, as a Bible, I teach you, as an officer, and I'll be DHR. I think I don't have any problem with it. But personally, I know, say, sorry, no, I didn't personally, because your life is, your destiny is at your own hands. You have your own destiny in your hands. Because at the end of the day, all these years, be come my mechanic say, who are having be logically, where are you going? But obi a Christian or line so because I call where kwasia we nim the work can wire. But I'm asking obi akwa abada. Obi ankomada. And you know what is that? You call hospital near the anesthesia born now will pass out. What do you see? Nothing. You gone. We are dust. It me tias here in Congo me na de metima ye no na maye. So what you say? I bet I know say Papa Smality way. Na me dia dro kugwa duanim so woni man yam nya na yere ne ma na nya. I won't do it. So what you say? Because
Okay.
a karma
All right.
will affect you.
You.
So what you say?
Yeah, better so comfort. Yeah, better so pa. Now, they also uhuni say, everyone in this life, you know, even the very ones who say they don't believe in Christianity or whatever, you know, everyone, obia wo principles bia na say beliefs bia or they ebone bra. Right?
That's true. That's true.
That's
true. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Christopher deɛ no ɛwɔ mu beliefs. Enti wo nso deɛ a wo yɛ no ɛno nso yɛ wo nso wo deɛ. What you say?
I honestly respect that.
All right.
So as long as ono mfa me tietia me fa ho.
Enti wo nso mfa nso deɛ nko tietia ne deɛ so.
No.
Mfa nso deɛ nko tietia ne deɛ. But the bottom line of your conversation ni nyinaa ne say who believes now wo no any me believes na me nso me wo no. To what extent ana eboa ama the body that we choose to call life aye na ye belong to no etima konkan eno ne hia enti who believes na different, perhaps your beliefs may be different from the Christian beliefs. To what extent ana eboa ama life konkan ana wonso Christian beliefs no ekwan be so ana eboa for life to go further. As simple as that. The
whole thing about one said, this is a you know, we are respected, my uncle dear. May impose would on somebody.
Yeah, respected, but it doesn't end there. And I'm actually beliefs are to make our life better.
Yeah.
And you know,
who started would you repeat ya mena so.
And then they say I can't say yanko, you can so you so be so the value of your beliefs, you know, is measured by its impact on the body of life that we are all a part of. As simple as that.
And Papa, one thing we must understand and say the purpose of this life is to be born, to live, and to die. That's it.
Okay. To be born,
all this, to live and die.
To live and die.
That's the purpose. That's it. Nothing else. But we are saying the
what can seem so simple, but if perhaps we probe further, so other things may come in, right? To be born, to live, and to die, right?
Yeah, that's the purpose.
Okay, that's the purpose.
Other things comes after,
You are born to live. Live near the idea.
So, but we are saying now, you know, you don't. So we do the right thing.
Okay.
And
then live,
yeah.
Okay.
Nation, you do your best to protect the nation or the land or everything that God has given you.
Okay.
So what you say?
Okay.
Now we live. And then when your time comes up, so be so what you say? That's my philosophy.
Okay. All right then.
I'm here to live and die. That's it.
Yeah, better was it. O confosa for ana motene kana. Sama bensu imi je chiri ama ofabodi. Na wa hwe chiri kama. But ofabodi mi je chiri no friend say mema bene wa eba then you can equally come in and then wa hwe Isaac and so come afterwards. Question no and questions and answers. Or say, is there anyone beyond redemption? So you Christian news or Muslim news, what have you? What they offer you so redemption? And answer, is there anyone beyond transformation? Obu ohon mo is we dey once said that we baby I would run there wa pim. Is there anyone beyond transformation or is there anyone beyond redemption? And I will say, is there any area of our lives that are independent of other areas of our life? Is there any area of our lives that is independent of other areas of our life? As I mean, I don't know. Into offer body, media chama, no I share going forward. Why? Into over to you.
Have you guys finished? Oh, yeah, question. My one I can say you. Maybe Papa.
Auntie, Bema Benewa, Aquaba, non chassis, and the other Shady Oyen into as long as we now swipe.
So, my 2 year course.
And Bema Benewa, Bamaso.
I guess Papa.
Good one. Saboko, dear.
Na me na dom bibi
Sweet,
aboko.
sweet, sweet. Any shall I say kasa? Of a boy the burial. What's it? Over here, no what to one. Why?
Ah, ate papa. You. Wait, then I'm on can say obi wo wi ase a obro en sachira so ada na say nsesan mu. Obi ani hɔ a obro nsesan mu, but the na metimi aka ne kakra ne say ewi ase no aduane bi wo ho di na say aduane no ansesan wo a o timi sesan aduane no. Aduane omo ya the taste no ɛyɛ ade bi a nipa na de ma ne yɛ. Nti sɛ wo wodi na sɛ ɔhwɛ na ɛnyɛ wo dɛ sɛ deɛ wopɛ no a wotumi sesa aduane no. Saa na aduane bi nso wɔ hɔ di aduane na ankasa tumi sesa onipadua no. For instance, nsa sɛ ewu no a ɛtumi transform mu ma ɔbɛyɛ ade foforɔ koraa woakora anka wonsusu sɛ wobɛyɛ. Nti nipa bi ani hɔ a ɔboro nsakyerɛeɛ so. Nipa biara obetumi asesa yɛsɛ ɔnsesa na mmom onya ade a ɛbɛsesa no nti na ɔnsesaeɛ. Ọba bi wɔ hɔ a yɛtumi ka sɛ ɔba yɛ deɛ hwɛ wote ne pɔnte aseɛ ɔbɛhwɛ na akɔakɔhyɛ apani bi korɔ wɔ area hɔ ne twi no nti onya ade ɛsakra no nti na ɔnsakraeɛ no. Nti sometimes yɛka sɛ obi wɔ wiase a ɔboro nsakyerɛeɛ so a obiara ni hɔ a ɔboro nsakyerɛeɛ so anya hwɛ biribi baako a na mmienu bi wɔ hɔ a yɛtumi sakyerɛ nipa. Ɛna meka no sɛ adase nipa no pɛ saa adeɛ no anaa saa adeɛ no ho ɛden kyɛn no ɛbɛsesa no. Nti sɛ wo ne nipa hyia na woyɛ biribiara na sɛ kyenkyena wɔ nsesa a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wo no ade no a wopɛ sɛ wode hyɛ no no ɛsua ma ne capacity. Ɔno no wɔ more ability than deɛ wopɛ sɛ wode sesa no no. Anaasɛ ebi mpo a ɛyɛ too below belt nti no saa so ka ho. Nti nipa deɛ obi ani wiase a ɔboro nsakyerɛeɛ so. Deɛ ɛka no obi bɛtumi ayɛ kristoni ama pa na ɔde ne ho bɛhyɛ politics mu a politics no so yɛ another yɛfrɛ ne sɛn institution anaasɛ yɛbɛka ne sɛ mpo denomination yɛ no nso tumi dominate wo a wobɛba abɛyɛ politician instead of religious no. If you say politics ankasa no religion ankasa so yɛ politics o. Religion ɛyɛ Someone can
politics.
be son working because Christianity no any politics nada.
But the woman say once a feature say asesa woman say Christianity ne political opponent bronsam and political party so the opponent here another political party. And you know once Christianity no religion no the opponent the political opponent bronsam delay with spirit. And politics and so we deal with the human beings. And then the difference but so or more action no more the nadia or munina copper one. Cramoni ever catch us a praku. And I'm say yes, we are politics. I sorry for being praku no mudidi or more feast. Ghana.
And people say we no because
No. I don't get any part to the part. I religion.
Cramoni say Muhammad and Anna so it will preach the same thing. Then I preaching for Namia to say political party will be a preaching for development of my
country. Yes.
And also the same thing I say Alan also before we. You say the same thing.
Sana meka say politics no dey woman the same thing but working towards something no dane. If you say you're working towards nyame and a way so working towards omai and you know omai no so no ade any physical and Christianity any religion no ne de no nyina akoye honhom spiritual and you know that is the difference. Nti wo ya ade honhom mu ade a enam se wo hu akiri nti no assumption wo mu mo say it is said na or comfort ka say ye be ko heaven say ye be ko ye nko ye nimi
say obi wu no obekọ heaven a onyimi je say tena wa
Ada na em say wasi na me mente onka ho. Obi ti ada nka.
No,
Alex.
I'm so article.
Aha.
Ebia or baby wadu no.
Ada continue. Yemi Mr. Zik. Mr. Zik. Em say wa bo ha che ti wa ti de ko nyina e ma oba ma so.
hello
Da la ba na ya man kwa.
abilabo motomenka
Wa banchi ye to ka to ko. Je de man e ka kro bia na wa to so.
Oh yeah.
aha oh eso na mo kasa na metere kama pa okay
Ba ni ente onka ho.
enti the American say okay Christianity and another religion no na nneɛma no nyinaa no ayɛ sɛ yɛyɛ akɔma nyame ɛno na ama nipa bebree ɛde saa obuo no ma nyame a ɔmo da so wɔ religion no no kyerɛ sɛ nyame na aka na nipa bi bɛka yɛ akyerɛ yɛn but wei deɛ President Mahama na aka ɛna ɔno akyerɛkyerɛ mu akyerɛ yɛn nanso ɛnam sɛ over the years no nipa aka bebree a ɔnyɛ yɛ nti no ama sɛ ɛnɛ koraa wokasa wobɛyɛ koraa no a gyidie no nni hɔ saa ɛna nyame no so ɛnam so onya mba yɛ nti ɔso ɔbɛba da bi nti sɛ wode w'ani to so sɛ saa da no na ɔbɛba deɛ ɛne ɔnne case because ɔn sɛ ɔtwɛn akɔsi so ɔbɛba wobɛwu ansa na waba koraa na yɛ se wowu adaakye wo baabi kɔ nti sɛ wode hwɛ nipa asetena mu a it doesn't make sense but religion ɛnyɛ nipa asɛm ɛyɛ homa asɛm nti wo a wongye ni no ɛno no nkyerɛ sɛ wowɔ nyansa kyɛ ɔmo gye di no wo a wongye religion ni even bosonsom say no kra no ke no kra de ye most useless thing kra nka meka say ever exist but ni nyina mu no wonji ni nti na bia wo hu ne saa because omo gidi na omo kọ omo bosom so twa nkokọ no they see the results omo compare wa atwa mountain na mountains na omo ye omo ne ma they see the results even the person a okobo mpaye no anya kra na asofofo na omudi aso na nim de bebiri ayeye enti nyame ofa nyame na wudi ye no se so ofo ka jiro so ofa nyame na wadi ye a onji ne ana because ever since they became pastors no no omo rade your friend saying drive Range Rovers ya na omo nyusu bi da e jira o say obi de ne ho bo Kristo no a na bra bo transform the transformation e wo religion no sum oh and ebi also no there na obi ka na me pese o say being a Christian ma country bi anko na chi eno Christianity empty more mind konachi na mom nipa na omote wono say yensum nyame kura de empower hanka ye nka ya brabo wa Africa na be ye different thing ti nyamsum no kura mpo no be kasa aboa oman no baabi na mom say ye reshape na ye restructure no kwan bi so na so no so omunya nye ne sa kura no a Ghana enkoso yi enye no a because there is no way in the Bible ya true bi so onkotu galamsey no mfa Sinai enwu nsuo num na onse nsuo no na nipa no num even Bible kura aka se munnim se munipa dua no ye onyankopon asore dan na no a obese no se na ye nyame bese wo enti no e kira wo se wo de nsuo ese nsuo na nipa num no owu kura wa se nyame asore dan ene nyame obese wo enti no we no
Ada me hu se sa argument dey atosum flag omo nim se America because America na nipa no bebre tra o ka sa asem no omo say in God we trust omo bibia kire say America is a Christian country but e ko nanim
open Spain ha asore wo ha pa but amai ko nanim o ko je everywhere in Europe here have nothing to do with progress progress nipa no your mentality na enye eti no ero de ya amoma enya ye no ka se uhunu bibibi na ekoso na enye na address that is fine but enye particularly the religion say Christianity no na ama o man no say David Christianity ma o man bi an say even pastor bi kura won timi ntwuro ne din ewo asofofo bebre o mo organ o mu ntimi ntwuro mu din na ono no timi boaboa nipa no e ma o mo to collection bo afode de ma no na o de ye ne ho yi na wo a wakọ university awie ne ya trust the Ghana ashe o na ntimi nye sa adwuma no a you are telling me that it's because of the church and I'm on money. You know, sometimes I'm saying, you know, yeah address issue no in a different way. Say ope omo eno ye wa won't believe Bible ne na say for the Quran no eno ye wo, that is fine. But that belief system have nothing to do with progress retrogress in Africa ye ko ye chi ana ye ko ye ni. Nya no na ama na basa because abrofu nyina no one way or the other no bebre kwa asore. Kroma de asore de enye MP. The bi omo kwa asore bi 2 or 3 times every day. Nti no so already po mo kwa asore a na no a popo ba kuruma you see people said there omo si hwa sa papa nti Christianity enya ntonso mu se na mo kana no na emom nye no so na ama oman no enkoso na ni nyina firi ye bad attitude a ye de anyini abeduru sa abre ya so mo de dwumadi hye ye nsa se ye mfa ye hwɛ so a se de esi ye no nti nipa bia ni hɔ a ɔyɛ beyond transformation. Say a person you transforming your mind, your Christianity no man, your good thing. It can be. You bet my sir. Because we have Cramova Morgan and Binum the was Saudi Arabia. And it is a Cramoni, your vice president or your Muslim. Nasa Saudi Arabia, ye Nimaya Drusa de Aye, Kuwait and I from saying. Qatar yina ye said the Aye ya. And you're not say. Yeah, your vice president Quran obey to me akọ biso omu wisdom no bi because say Quran e ma omu aye sadia and the other na ye the Ghana zongo no nyina aye fi sa say Christianity na ma Rome aye send the aye Rome hoya and the other na ye president otimi gina sorry da mu preach ne de ni Christianity no mum na ama waye den waye ama Ghana e konachi enjira sa nya sa na tie Christianity is a religion. Said the obesia operating no, na said the obesia bo brabo. And no one who resource na obenya. And this said an upper peck and nipa be anywhere or beyond transformation. Now the ever transforming Maya and also waiting. The mum say do shejam the jano shift house wa. You will transform to something. And you know, yeah, Edda Meadow, man, we see her said, "You
Yo, yo,
now,
yo, yo. You better ask. You better ask. You know, you are doing
so
what's in
that's it.
the library. Nti no, ọmụ ọmụ na onye adwene ya mebọ na. Nti no, eze, ọma so,
Yeah, I just
ye otu aso na me se kura adie mu nti na ma.
I what can you get? You say, hello, hello.
Akasa.
Me say, can you also say crowd? You my dear Ben or so crum.
Ben wa yi no na mse wa sa atikọ chiri mu pa.
Me say, what's it? Was so crowd you more, and I'm say, a dear now was so crum. Can you?
Me da me se kura bike me ride bike.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Me te bike so na park car tin bike ko.
Yeah, and you know, I can be brave, but I want to say, I Yankopon, the boat tire or ball, and say, I'm not as you will. Adeɛ baako sɛ yɛmɛyɛ papa na yɛmfa nsom ɔno Nyankopɔn na yɛmfa bi nsom yɛn ho yɛnyɛ papa ama yɛn ho ɛma yɛnyɛ yɛn nua bɔne nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a Bible no ɛka nti no botae Nyankopɔn de bɔɔ nipa baa asase yi so no baako no because sɛ wodɔ wo nua a nti no Yesu etwa no short ɔsɛ wodɔ wo nua a wonyɛ no bɔne wodɔ wo nua a wonkɔdi adaseku mu wodɔ wo nua a wontwe sika wɔ ne ho ɔno ɔka no simple ɛde to hɔ na sɛnea brɛ wakaeɛ no ɛsɛ ewiase no wobɛtumi ayɛ deɛ wopɛ biara obiara wɔ ne fa ho di obiara wɔ ne fa ho di wobɛtumi aka sɛ nyame mpo nni hɔ ɛyɛ wo a wo fa ho di ɛyɛ wo a wo yi because Nyankopɔn ɔsɛ ɔde obiara ne pɛ ɛde ama no na mmom wɔde mmerɛ bi asi hɔ a saa nkɔfoɔ no nyinaa no ɔmo bɛbu akonta no bɛbu no ɔno nyame na ɔseɛ tam no duru hɔ a ɛwɔ na yɛbɛhu kyale agorɔ no sɛ ɛbɛ na awie ɛhɔ na yɛbɛhu kyale nti no medeɛ deɛ woyɛ nipa a deɛ meka sɛ yɛ papa sɛ wiase no best say you your papa if you ask me say no beto wa enyankopon awo reward bi a odeba mawa no the amount na ai ya no ma omo eka bible ho asem na ya na omo ho ye mmobọ na esa nya mmobọ eche se nyankopon na waka yesu kan ya o se ni dwan etie mene nti no ni dwan na omo tie ne no omo tie ono nyankopon asem na ono nyankopon no ono ofro sa edwan na omo tie ne na omo ba no ono no sa edwan no na ye ono nyankopon ne ma nti no ebi wo ha onye nyankopon ba akwati se wo papa etrenu watrenu special onim kasa bi a wo ka uye bibi a obejai onim bibi a oya obejai na uye bibi boni a obejai because what wo papa ni sana nyankopon bible no me share documentary bi na wana mu so nyankopon asem ye nokre obi na ode ne dwan ko adidie na time du yi se omo ba no na papa no okugya baby no tiemu afre nwan no ahwa no mu nyina sanso na omo ba wana mu so ampa nyame asem ya ampa because omo tenene because na omo kan sam so na Christianity na ama ye develop sankofo no omo adwemu enno because who can say Christianity na ama ye develop adwemu no because Christianity America Christianity omo de chechire ye UK Christianity na de
Ewo kwan ba so enti na wo pese o kire se nipa na adwemu no kwan ba so na fa so justify
me say America ha no Christianity na omo de chechire enti no America no enen na omo twe omo ho afi Bible ho na wo kọ omo Congress omo Congress na omo wo statue bi wo ho na the 10 commandments statue no na omo aye e de si ho okọ England omo churches bebre wo ho a state no mpo sponsor churches no enti no obi mfoso obi se onsom nyame on say sometimes me ka che ni ba ko say o say onji Yesu ni na mom me de me say mema yare bi e mo bompai na yare kase bi bo wa obehwehwe nyankopon ana obebo nyankopon di ansa obewu because obesu afra urade enti no say ye de ye toto ayi ho a say Christianity na ma ye nye unim Christianity abo Ghana schools a wo
ewo kwan
Ghana
ba so na abo Ghana
schools a wo Ghana ina no Christopher na de bae
era nkramofo nso kura nso esi bi kan ho nya sa
na nkramofo de say na say ya but
na se
almost
obi nso baka se ebia school no mo de ba purposely for so omo be execute omo agenda omo de every program here and so
Incremopos kun dodo say.
you know
Christianity kwa na yekwa as a religion nipa na omo kan na omo kan
me ka Christianity and I will say and I may say agenda be
na me ka bi ato so se nkramofo nso kura si bi aka ho because nkramofo mienu na school papa bia ni Ghana sana na fisem chere
me abosom so for no mo nche ade a omo aye no ade papa omo aye no bra obi nche mbako
o de me pese be senga abo so for kura de me chere se omo se omo nsom bosom omo nye Kristofo enye nkramofo no de na omo aye omo betimi de aboa oman Ghana
oman because Christopher aboa Ghana Christo sorry aboa Ghana but that thing is say see ayana confusion ayana confusion ho ye be ka asema ho say ayana ye mu bebre na ye bala ni so a ayana ye nka kakra na ana yinim abakwasam kakra ayana hame Saudi Arabia moken Saudi Arabia one party state monarchy oteso obi anka no oteso na mo de mo akobon Dubai Dubai nipa baako ɔtena so a na ɔde develop yɛ. Okɔ Ivory Coast a nipa baako ɔtena so afofo buani a na MPP for mo Nyankopɔn no ɔtena so a de wuyɛ one party state. Yada ma MPP for mo another mo nyame baako no ɔtena so a de wuyɛ. Na once ɛte so no na yanom kufo no mu ɛne ayi no yanom ɛta Lawrence ba na ɔmo ne yada ma no ɛto nsa didi. You see, it's na me no ɛyɛ na bia meka asɛm a ɛhyɛ mo because yeah MPP ni a wote a wo ho yira wo because hwɛ de nkɔfo a ɔmo ɛyɛ yi obi sɔrɔ so Rwanda Paul Kagame were developing man. What so how many years? I pay your Mahama 15 years simple. Near Chester Ghana Bay. Oh, na no, yayi and who say, Nipa ya the papa, Mahama buy all your name, papa, yampe, pe, men can say, a bit more ampe, yanompe. Oh, now so no, back, no more but can't a ha, more develop a Hanoi. China, a one party state. The Kuma ya one party state no muso munti bida because yanum at this therefore no omunti bida omuba no nima ya na dada nyina no omo say ni nyina oh because sa nima nkofo we atwe ensa nti no abrabo no say de Nyankopon atoto wa nyame de wa me power nyame ama ana wa me fa ho di yeah wose de wo pebia no yeah ko first no Nyankopon ne mra mu no ochiche mu oh yawo Moses yawo Abraham mreso and yawo Moses mreso and I abedu ye so Abraham mreso no na Nyankopon no wo kasa direct Abraham Moses mreso no wo de mra e de ma Moses na mo edi mrase because no won say nipa afi nipa ya so de oh and Yesu aba o say no yen hye mrase nti no wo de o pese wo ye bia no de ye so wo say me Nyankopon me no ewiase no nyame na me boye nyame na me tonsuo me na me manipa didi me na ma ahome manipa ahome sa nyema nyina no wo se wo de ne wo ye tigari ni nti no tigari na osom no nti wo nje sa de ne wo se emre ba ono no wo se emre ba na emre ni mpo no oni nti no wo a wo beka so na wiase no ayi na Yakopon no Bible ni ho nti no obon de Bible abese Ghana no ansɛ adwumbɔne a wo binom nti no ana Ghana ayesa na Ghana no ye started ne kama ana sesia no Mahama aba oma yetimu a medema no ba besi oma yetimu a obi asɛ Yesu na ya kyenwa na omo pese omo ye ntese bia political wisdom nti no wontumi nya ahwe na obi ba no beka se wontumi nya ahwe na wontumi se nipa we na adwumu no beka se adwen no because me the minimum say adwen no bebre nya adwuma adwen no bebre nya adwuma because adwen no ya adwuma anka wontumi na ya kye no mo aban na de mra no de to ho se wa obeye gam se be kye wo no o komu 25 years na mra no na wo fi se wo ye mra no na mra no enkwache hwana enkwache obi fufro na wo nipa de nda ugya no mra na ate mu nipa ate mu nipa nti no mo pese mo ye ne so politics anya politics Ghana mra no na adi the law is the law ano chewa na chewo tema na toku no wo so no bibia no ukoka na oye yi obi aso no this quote no bae the law is the law wo ahihye mra na chewo nti no de ye ne se oman Ghana mfa no tuma pafura na aban a oteso no nyame emma na adwen adwen kese no ntumi mfa nye ni makese na oguso so oye ni makese edi mo Ghana me mpa kese me bone se Accra Kumasi road no ene railway line na odi abeka ho no nyame emma na adwen no ma na hoɔden na ba bia se ofa saa de no beba so no na emma so because ye nua no mu wuni ba Accra Accra Takrady road no uncomplete omuguso omo ye uncomplete road bia odine saka bia accident kwofo wu bia no nyame ma na adwen no ma na hode no ma nyansa ene ba bia obenye sika bia no onfa nye saade no one na me Isaac me hwehwe because me no me party papa my babluche many abie my drive about 25 states me hu ekwan papa me hu ni ma papa nti no se bi ba me ho a nyese bia akufo ado ye ya mbebo na ba so na yete wo no bia kwa seska vote yususka ade asai ye kan say katida wabubu dan na me mama no yefo na kufu ado ne nkofo nyina aka bebre na say aka kufu ado mpo yese okoje China park yakofa na kunu long time oni wontumi no eno a me ka say we see kun wontumi no papa smart team mu hey I'm say wontumi obi a sama boy nsuo fa wo moda nsuo afa kuro ne nyina what to two amna first yen komu no yen yesu ano first yen nana no first bi o say first we yen komu nyese bia o nipa bi to ho obi to ho kwa ho be che o but omo preserve that forest no na nipa dasani ani ya kan say na ni brad yenti no na wakwa akosa ade no na so wo ye party chairman my fault into the party no so chen Ghana ya che no onu mpo ya ye asa into no nyame de o de obi ane pa ma no o de obi ane pa ma no ba aka me 30 seconds am de ma no si no mono nkramofo no eya na mo de nkramosom no e de be bata Christopher Christianity ho and no mi kotu ye me say Quran chapter 94 verse 10 kache Muhammad kache nkramofo no say mo kan Bible no ana mo Quran mpo na mo ntiase a mo ko the people of the book and one Christian for mo no mo kura no kura no mo kura trust them no mo ko na mo je interpretation mo ko na mo ko bisa mo na mo chechire mu intam ka say Yakopon say ni dwan etie ne na ni dwan ye de ono Yakopon pe me do manu asi
Bombardier. 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 Bamaso.
Adwin kase na for me.
Boko.
De nyame ase. Ene wu kwada on.
And now, could I question and answer? So, oh, question be a person de back. Now, and I say,
Yo,
well, send you move through now. I sense say, Sana, I'm say, na, that let's say, bro. Papa cannot, to be frank, now.
there asem na question me na da wa na say obi
Question a
amfa ne de.
papa can man shed antin ye, but that let's say, can na mamma say, no, Cassa, nipa, it's Mrs. Sana, and Bibisa.
Or say, now, Papa say, also, is there anybody who is above transformation? So be
Okay.
Okay.
transformation.
Say obi wa obro say obesesa na.
Obesa
That's
Sanso,
right.
aha.
So be bro.
I say this is about to say.
That's
In
right.
other words, say say to me but abena yes exactly. Say
Enti
transformation
Kosona,
no kind of support transformation. You better be say na ye ukwadanti. You better yo eno na ye dey share with me as no. He's not beyond transformation. The,
Bombardier, 1 second, 1 second. Why? Bombardier,
yeah.
Bombardier. 1 second, 1 second. Of our body. Questions, my type what's in there, bro. I will phone so and then read the question as it is. Why?
okay,
So with me.
okay.
Why?
What the man was upon?
What's up? Why?
Because now me driving to some kind
Now
of
what about kind question na yenko yidi.
Into the Casa me Kohaba.
Na dey was your was be
Casa
try
Casa.
you want to say na your question my main come say e dey oba na say you can me wo bibi kan so a na eh maka Yo, did kind say as somebody ye kebi won't to me at the end. Who say none of me can say the nice crack and say Emran to say no ye ma why mo. Ghana nkwana ye chief politician and nine kopoja. Na ye sabe to control radio say ye politicians or mum why. No Emran ye chichimu ana say ye womrama politician ye womrama damusa po. I say menu ne koye sama bone ye ko say kwaye bretunu mu a enti ye baba koye demuso say ma me for 25 years ne ma ye ana. Me say na minim kran na minim say ade ne kran na e train e de ko 25 eno de MPP for majority to my ade papa even though say BBA when they could have been an ulterior motive said ye almost set OSP no ko OSP ni nyina kinchina say on person ka de enchi NDC for e no mo ankasa na echi o mo but at least e wo ho say the Bible na aka whosoever they get the pit no shall fall in it nti wa utom na obi kan say utom na obi na kese cause wo bon kofi na won so e dey ya wo be wu na eja yankobo nkofu bi na say ye don so ahye other part no it a good pa in fact pa no so wo hwe quantum of damage a wontimi aye yi a enye se ono nkwa na edi kan you but at least no o say hye ase bi bobi wa na nkofo dɔɔso an robbers bebe na dɔɔso ba ye nya nche omo de ne ya che wo de a ye ntimi ka say ye nja wo ne nkɔchi am robbers ba nyina wo de ne tina me say enkodi mrada chi o ebia na wo no wanye lucky to no na ya nya no esa say oye public figure no in terms of education no so nipa sa no wo use na etimi ma obi ka say hey na apongo papa pra na etwiri tan yo na anka aponche ofi near the education na so wo tin wan wasonson ho because in sembi wo ha politician bebe kai bia wo no ye nhye dan kochi wo mo o se ke chi wo mo na so akoka eni say ene kamala harasa gba jana yire na ma wa ye na ko tun wan ye no mpelifo nyina de da omo yire nchen de oye oba nso de ne kunu nchen won so sisi wo ma hukunu kun ano onu nkwa ne da na wo hwe nkwada yi ya ma wa o prison wa bia choza bi no ye de ma wo no kra bia once a week we ya okodi banche ne you know kan say control abomu no asa endo asoko no manso so ye the daughter of one ba umi anso so no TikTok anso no ye hunu mobo ya man 50,000 onu kwa de o say you are threatening president ne na yire kra with death say yenku omo na say we asoko no me kwachi na obi akoye demonstration akoye press conference say adenti na yachi no who born dog say America na say abuche baby say o man peni osusu ubeku no we ya de kra ye kana ani we ni wo benya nipa oba wo no oye press conference say adenti na o say ye kwachi no ye kwachi no na papa kwa wo so wan hwe okra beka say ye nkuku no e say ebusu sem so but in this me say me say Ali Muhammad to me no one the greatest vice president of all time in Ghana. They ain't the greatest in my opinion say or no the way I say he campaigned against indiscipline. Or no one vice president or no there was in a Juma no or connection when the campaign no Ali Muhammad. Because without a discipline or man ye and nothing about the piano okay discipline was and no man no okay say see obi nipo ni discipline no and I said discipline akwai say o man yatwa eye kan say ban bia nda no na say free will into hwa tetimremu nyina no na ahinkro kese wo bible me kan Jericho mu nyina ne Jerusalem nsa no nyina ne yato wall no mu nyina hyem wo breaki wall na no ano o mawu to mako outside the walls ko say obi betimi a breaki wall no onya breaki wall ne asama ba no akonka sana discipline here nti wu ni sa discipline na de bia no any forms attacks beba wo so mo bibia bia na enye yi and then even those insulting your crime you know why should you they say she said makaje say social media na ye maybe before but ebi mu di Jimmy 2 man and na ya me no kase ya ko TikTok ko hwe ade a aba nyina no ye chichi kofo no slang kofo di atem slang kofo de tem wo hu say obi so e ka bi fa ba o me ho no on so central region say yakwache no enti enko kase bia wa ba na NDC na ba na wo kɔtrɛtin obi o makaje say edidatam de enye crime wo kase Muhammad Jimmy a eno enye no na sia de po bechew na mo wo kase Muhammad akun nentwie 1000 na 2000 na say wakofa wakoto mo na de o so bekyerem Net mo wa Ministry of Women's and Social Protection and Children's Affairs na ya tuma ko ba kra no ban. Also chire mu. Eto nyɛ sɛ wodi atam ho bebi wodi atam no ko. Ankoye slander, anase ankoye libel, anase who create a public state a false public statement ano criminal offences act of 1960 no section 207 208 no eka say ne nyam wo kai sana misdemeanor maximum of 3 years na ba kun maximum of 5 years eno na kamala no kwa no judge hu no mo ba o ma no 1 year eno an say na ti say mra na ye hyehyɛ no ye man wan mo ye to ye si yendi mra so ye enforce man so a na papa kakra bia na transformation na opa no na bia hye ase. Perhaps we have overlooked the word for all this years. After they said, "Yeah, oh, how to say, and no man, ye ko yenim." So that's here. And for the social media productive work, and Monsieur de Cosia, Coche, and the time ye be one. What being to say, Boga cry a swine, or the yaching for sla almost some way. Not say, yeah, would you tell us who allegations being a year and no nature say be a more minister of information, and I said, party or party baswa, your minister. So that's here. Ain't no Maka said that meto se won to me problem no. Ni problem na enye ba ko emiensa. Ba ku we no kwa judge no hu mo no man 20 because maximum is 25 years and it cannot be go less than 15 years. It can minimum kwa 15 years. What they actually cry 15 years minimum no. Na wan ko maximum 25 years na no man 20. And the two counts na charge me bia no. One can't be 20 years old. By essence any nyina bo mu no ntino ka judge make say who serve 20 years ni wi a na go serve 20 ba say enye concurrent into as the wo ye ni nyina wo de abo ba ko anu ma mienu so that's 20 years na de man no 18 na wo through to work na say hey you see you say environment maka just say constitution was so precise and clear say or separate the government from the people. Government because they are the administrators of the state in the republic, or see what banya under the state, direction of the state, the direction principle of the state, or see about protecting environment, and the ones also said, also your dues and responsibility is also tied in protecting the environment. No, be a some more boy. So we share video. Said it was said some, but me see you intimate quantify the value. Damage na why you need to me na ye can say for the first time some boy ya enyi da akoyire manipa bebrewu kote radio na any TV na ko YouTube say obi ka some papa you want mu one because na ban was one ukoka na ya chew ni etwa wo ma eneba obi ebose do ye mpp ni enisi ni obi ebose wo some boy ho wasa akota no nimri ono kwapa do uni license oni license po wakọ seni nyina esanse akuford me na galamse wo se ma mata akuford be shemu e ma de ni o send kra forest e protect o wakọ parliament say there be say the team forest ko ye damage e no the community mining buy one man license to twa de ni gu akwese okotre ne ma akọ mekofu mu o madi meko ne fa no pa na wie na ba ko ne baba ko hu nyansa se ma me ya wi meko ya meko nsi me hu tama ye dua meko ye ni meko pe bia ma me say keke bi we enye ye dia nti o man lances akofo the man lances o mkokwa ye no ya send saa ma ye de dru achimota forest a africa de say John say o de ma na busha po emo ye yi enu si free wa aka 5 days akofo de be free so no no mama want me to me permission say on kwachi besia wo exim bank or export and import banker and no na dey boa Ghana Export Promotion Authority for Ghana for person export and na import for mon kokra no mano wa kwachi 30 million cedis $3 million and wa kwachi what's up for your farm I get to call your farm so afanye fanyo enti e ka probity transparency and accountability na me kwa dey am the stewardship kraka ho. Because Bible no on pay probity in the word we should pay stewardship. You one kasa say bebu akunta stewardship a very very great word. Stewardship. Bible no tell you super stewardship. It goes beyond probity and accountability. No one kasa say ya wo manage bibi na yesi one kasa ya examine wo e wo ho. So intimi no when you dey nka MPP can last because sen ka NDC for kon dem run by because mo na mu hu nyansa we dey mu hu nyansa. And nobody abadi was saying Kofoka was say your parliament ready and Kofo boy basu pass ready you. Now one cast can say I say Madam Madam Patricia or Ben Munyapo say there be a man come here crano errors room. Hey, when did they see that? Said 3 years here to go 25 and no yes I'm from call. Yes, I'm from call you a banco a Supreme Court normal call interpreti. And a high court anyway a unambiguous a clear. Anybody beam. But anyway, so also make higher now. The higher you go, the cooler it becomes. I don't know how a year a appellate court no any Supreme Court because already want to me damages what why na the child bet na and isn't it yentimi chi obi a because a baby in senior one no so okuti ya the Republic versus want to me say na ye no ntimi ntimi ko say na my lawyer so akoti sa you know asem esi and say me say kwa no the same way they pass no na me call appeals court on the chairman and na Supreme Court the chairman want to me sisa no so that's it want to me sisa no we are be we don't share ya we said say no omu yusu we say okoda prison 3 days ya we tia say we dey enche be obete say want to me say yes o yare na wakoda kolebua for best 3 weeks so respect no da gina home ya we wasa koshim kakra yes o yare na Professor Ekumpio $2 million ya omkoye can say Sky Twin no so yare no koda ho akoye so na no de otikumasi former KM boss no give hockey ono so also no yare omo nyare da kosi se obeka se omo render account to the people of Ghana ene na yare ni nyina aba ene yare ni aba etimi nwa no mo man yehu se ye forest na ewo ho no eye no mapi ema ye meka se ebe kakra no enu tuna mi galamse mi ka se ye ku galamse fo na eja henu se adentina oni pay say water is life ukun so de ne se ukun life usima mi yenku na omo kun ko fo na obi o tunu enya kidney problem abra the own bank kwasa seme kwa so Ashanti University of galamse no wanya kidney problem a obewu na omo ko mo sika krampo na omo nya dialysis machine kwa entinem so that's it existential threat intimi nua no mo me hu sad ye we me say no maybe why you have to go for the highest punishment capital punishment there's nothing beyond that who you need me say kalam say no uchi na obeko enye na say wuntimi kwa won dem 1 week en go focus MPP ba ye beja ni enye beja na so kuna ebede no wa result I say MPP be ba na ye yi no enti sad ye na omu yi film say ye capital punishment na o my life imprisonment me impresso especially many agi say o the tribunal uko constitution na wo hwe bebi a judge say you know tribunal kan constitution ho the only thing some people are using na military for no buy no or mu use na arbitrary only the military tribunal military they say enye constitution ayi what constitution but tribunal ayi tu papa na ko enye for na dey passport court buy eno na constitution enso ye adwuma say o say timi ye nenten na de bia Rayman na ye to ahye da adjustment na yi no tribunal ye adwuma papa na ye sumre so na hye ase Moses mreso na saade ne hye ase ko kan Moses wo ko kan mra no mo ko no obi enya asem bia no de ko Moses wo ene ne father no ka say Moses ubewu obi enya tewe na so de abanti hye Mamwa asem bi wo ha mu chicheche asem mu degree no na be che bebi ne mo pa hye ase free circuit kwa tribunal magistrate anti wo asem kese pa constitution nya osen yakobo bebu na wo Moses na ye de bebre wo so obewu eno ne yetime nya sa divisions in the court system no e wo bible mu either Exodus or Leviticus ho na wo so that's here time ni tikamit ma ye chi o kan pefe na Moses die adwuma so that's here ain't no a tribunal and yet if you have nothing to fear why should you fear tribunal or say it in bana cases ka yetimi yen 10 ntimi nya me de kaka me kan say we so said e kai no Dr. Ashibe one of the co-venants of anti galamsey can also this should not be a one off thing say ya chi want me no say ye galamsey so cha na say ye ja debi Africa no say abanya impentus no say obe fight galamsey papa because this is me say o see atijuchi galamsey say no many aje say aban we so buy akofado say na can say instrument na or the buy na yetim ko kwayem sisi wa recent bi sisi kwaye bi ya dignity as you know for I can say forest reserve bi no it's going back to the original yin no kakra na wo no yemmo ho ban na entimi emboye na yes adia sisi akra no menim sisi forest aka obi achimota forest sisi no ya desecrate no wonim say na mo mu ken wo kwa no mo cemetery wo ho wo mu mo kwa achimota forest no mabi na wo mu kan kwa ko senka ye UN kwa mo heritage site ni bi kwa enti when they kakra me kan enti I don't see why Sila no MPP no. I think Sila they don't know why they lost the elections and the kind of opposition we are air time say everything we are now we press conference. Some of the press conference because it's 99% and make sense. So me near Kwabena make Sedek or not the cow say and go sorry the omo can say what are we opposing? I hope say na go one. Na sem na be mu no. What are we opposing? Na to the party MPP. What are we opposing? So enti na kakra meka fa nsɛm a na de ɛhyɛ bo Wednesday question and answer no na meka sɛ yɛn timi mboa na nyɛ starting na bibia nkɔ scam me da
wakasa Mr. Abe Bamaso Mr. Abe oh Mr. Abe that ya say na ɛhyɛ ase ambassador for Christ say na ɛhyɛ ase ambassador for Christ
Yeah.
yes ako second round you know yeah nkrofo akeka ni nyina no say na di ka ɛhyɛ ase
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes. You know, maybe man first.
okay any
Well, let's not.
okonfo safo nso ni ho utumi galam say atimi mu any Isaac Bright and Alex only Isaac you are ready Isaac Bright Alex so I'm so ready was it
Isaac Omra.
Isaac blah ATO
Oh,
what did you
hey, make kakra what can I say? Ghana no, mommy and Janya actually no. I don't say, hey, before I almost said, or more yen papa. Maybe I make once and say, Ghana no, I say no. Hey, because I'm on power money. You know, or more than I don't say, if you ask no, or be the opposite or Bobby boy. So, Sani power with you on yet, Sani power with you on yet. Sani, now on no moment, because you'll be a back as you'll be, you know. Check on one abrabo. Obi o complain bebre no check on one abrabo. I want to go who no cry woman. Sa na MPP 40. Intina me no minimum abakwasem chem bibia because omo no bibi papa bia ni omumu. Da bia me ka sa asem no. Ana nkofo fi se bia meboa. Bibi papa bia ni omumu. De omo ya ni say oh yejutwa gofo na oh ye kan ka asem boni femfem gofo ho. Ana nyakopon de bibia nyame nyansam mu no wo hwe a otumi sɛ ɛda na akwa mu pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛ nyɛ social media na aba aka wei akɔ ɔmo kɔ asante region ɔmo bɛkɔ akɔka no basaa wɔ hɔ na ɔmo ade adi because yɛ wo yɛ to mu party no ha na ɛyɛ yi wɔn nsa abɛbɔ yɛ maame nom ɛbɔ bro yɛ maame nom ɛne yɛ papa nom ɔmo bɛgu yɛ papa nom ne yɛ maame nom adwuma nsɛm basaa na ɛyɛ na mbisa ho sɛ ɛyɛ na ɔmo sɛ ɔmo yɛ nkɔfo bi a ɔmo yɛ selective deɛ ɛkɔ ma ɔmo no ɔmo bɛka ba deɛ ɛkɔ ma ɔmo no na ɔmo agya na ɔmo agya ɔmo mmɔ so mpo dabi a me ba me ka me se nti no rɔnsi pɛ na ayɛ ku afifa no mu ku ɔmo yɛ ne deɛ okɔ bɔ so pɛ na ɔmo me se ɛda na akora wei because ɛhɔ na abɔnsam no na ne beginning no ɛhɔ na ɛwɔ ɛhɔ and the Ghana the downfall no ewo but omo ja omo de to ho no mo abeka warrants de warrants sanya warrants aka Ghana ka tap sai and warrants no nya asade fon kwa na bo omo ewo the whole Ghana. That's one thing the whole Ghana and nya warrants na dia ba share ni se e de kwabo nkofo yeah nkokonko yeah mpona ye twuku ye nuanom so mamu wo tontoma mamu wo ahodo we mamu wo ton sitri wo ahodo no mamu we sojafo no omo tete afiefi na so yeah ne kai na so no ewiase no na nkofo abaso na runs etan ye nti no ye ne NDC eni twaka NDC nso na develop mo ho NDC I would say, you can't be beer. I am a movie say beer. I say, or time or say a group in the radio. Yeah, I did the papa na MPP from a Buziam Resso, a few fathom Resso, I be a dear over to me a can war, a Santa region what, sir, MPP for now. I say, I am Coma, a champion. I am champion, a runs, and your runs are a Mahama, and this for. You see. Into no mwa shemra mode sepanya kinumu ko tu mu ni ne onu mpo no omo ni ska sepanya kinumu no omo anya corruption omo de omo ye ni say omo anka say omo awie ska omo anka ye wo different between say obi awie ska and obi akoso financial loss to the state to say bia o wodi omani sika akoto ade na say wo de koto no sa ade no ama wama akwati se osafumafo okobo busa okia sumu am ye di ye sika no papa ya okoto covid ndro ya okoya ngofo no 419 no omunya ya financial loss to the state na me mremi runs me bremi ankrata atamas na wade tibi Joshua estina nina oye se bia under the passenger nkofo diska diska yakubro benum Ghana at 50 sika mo di ye ani sika omo KVIP torrent omo ye sika mo di ye sika mo di ye no wo atames wo ba ye obeche omo agu mu no na omo de asem no kope na judge bia bogu ye de kwa na judge abogu ye de kwa na judge se de me who the reason tell judges be na ya mo akodam because the judges kodam and come also by steady America ha judges be at the prison judges be the prison but ye no obi gi aponche gi aponche na odi asemiti obi onu di bim no onim say ye no me ma ho ye no me ma ho enti no mra no mo na mo hihye mo mra na mra na eche mo to mo kama no ntum ye ntra ho ye nye kwasea entra ho ama o man nse because so obi de ende wontumi oye hwana ye to nkora national service ka mo diska no de obi a onye 90 years no oye national service obi a onye 90 years oye national service ne ya babruche ni masi boni say e kwaso no ye mpese e bekese tia because ye party nti obi onye 90 years oye national service no matter chonkofo din the disc rough hwe mraka boaje na da bia ndc for ndc for mo abobrabe ndc mraka boaje no ne na na bi no ene kodua no ene omo ka de ebra no mo abo de adwuma no mo aye so hwesika nkofo we awia hwesika nkofo we development nkofo we aye yet ho yugina ahe na yeso wo dan 7 ene ho cars ene ade omo ba ya o file for divorce na omo ba born na no so sa asem ne antibio mo di ma say Ghana poto say nyanya me na ma ba ya mahama ba ya aka o man no aka enkoye nyame na ma mahama ba nyame ema na dan nima sisi aye hu development in Ghana aka ye hu development over 20 years in park ye hu development ne betena ho na go for diska insesi nyina be ye na say me support politician we diska ma bom ho da What this guy? We and this in now could this guy no be banner to best support because we stick no we did no nyam no na di. What do your mind sika as here to mo? Men support kwasia. We are saying buy men support kwasia. Me we kwasia men support. Nti no so would this guy near to mama ye ho sabe ye de ye kwasia for obi di sika obi say o man na near be support no. Sabe mo me nya ye ne abie ababroche mo me nya fa ye ni to ho. The way di bone no ye nya yi because nkofo oga na mo bre. Even po abroche po nkofo bre. Nkofo ye mo ampa akomo akofie na okọ no ede na okọ akodi okọ no ede na okọ akodi na nkofo asese sika ede ayi ni ma basa tweka so mo didamu ede adwuma poti na wo ho a omo ye ede adwuma poti me say mahama tam akujeto no na akujeto ede abra na wabo akujeto ede abra na wabo momo de no ba ya omo diska no and then me yanka because omo ye omo free baby ntino ho de ne yanka omo ase no me say kodua no mo ne na bi num ene yigina ahinum ene omo yi ede abra na omo abo omo asesa Ghana japade nyina one man no beche no ye nyina ye support na mra no ane ni ndi obi ba onkofo de besu anyansa ọma bi amra ni mu no sa hoban no enkoso da mama ya nya se bia o ya wo ya tumu ntino ya be support ya de sepanya kinu mu nko no obi mpoko wu ye Saromi owu prison Saromi wu prison ya ka se bia o oda osege so ntino no ho ya mabo na yokru bebe nom kodwo mpianu nom ene bayo dum nom na sika mo didi ye nyina no o ata meso ba ya o be ye o media me pa asumdwe unu there is inter ba akwa ya o ye expose anas because anas ba na oba ye no because judges omo de bibia kwa na judges abagu no na sa ndc chairman owusu wan no also ye wo kwa foforo so ye de che akura into no be fa sa kwan no so na omo certain judges apa ampa so no no nyina ye corrupt omo nyina je bribe na ade ne che omo instead say anka omo be che omo e de omo akogina ma ano no omo ajeru omo no ye omo eyi omo adi keke we omo we no sesia no mra no be ye adwuma opo mpo mra no be ye adwuma pa be kan kwa se oba no be kan kwa se be kan bi a kire obia nyobia obi mediska na o ma kokro no o ma na obi dia me do ma no asi
One of him, Isaac, one of him. And one don't know. Now, you believe in religion, they are in uniform. We are just being ourselves. But when it comes to politics, they are one of him. How they make sure. No, so.
mama conform man ka say obi also nyame no na adwe wo
Yeah,
so mo
maybe I believe in practicality and I believe in karma. Say, the obey bia say some obey abaka ye, and who consequences. The means we became and who consequences. Any power to be here. I did be obey bia no. In science, and it says for every force there's equal and opposite reaction. Bibia we bia no. Who emphasis over. It won't say so. Sure. You know, MPP, Yama Bonini, no. Oh, say at the end of the day, Bibia about to bite them back. Some laws will say, buy no, free say NDC for ne to galam say into the barber chichimomo. No. They had nothing. So they have to turn around and dupe the nation. At the end of the day, no one actually. So now me bumpire say it shouldn't end here. John Mahama, media menya kranka kwan kura wo ye kran ko suspending one final arrest. 7 to media. On suspending we are not the one arrested because Ghanaians are corrupt in nature. Because of that, every Ghanaian is afraid of corruption because on corruption are doing on it. It you know when him say no young consul baby. It is a way of be a champion corruption. You are hated or you are liked. But some of us we like it. Arrest them. Because Mama we can campaign no. We see as I said, you arrested the campaigns. How can you cut a tree so at here from the top? It's all cut with one who trinity. So at here, Diana you tuna see and tuna and chat and come. So at here, into the big wings, arrest them now, Bana. Ne bahena chia ni kuna wako swansuo. I at the chinmo. Or watching to Mariana why. Not going to meet the chain of Corona studio diatem. Oh, there are so many wound to miss out there. But like I said, as I'm speaking right now, you will be a general quarter for rape. Obisu and obi rape will be sabria make us say. But that doesn't mean that the general quarter now rape because the old rape and chain in tea. I don't be that logic in an MP before at radio so or mama say, and Grofobia to Galam say, it's an internet won't to me one channel. No, Cassia. Now you're being so childish.
No, Kwamfo, I'm robbers. So we know it's your mother.
There are so many crimes. Koso. The Bianti, whatever children, who know the Abba. So I say, Yagusu. I'm telling you, Yagusu, Galamse Assemba, Omakaze, President. I've got so much Galamse Assembium. Oma Assembly Banomakan, hey, Isaac, me say, me dear, Empire, me dead Jamia Sipaya, that plane crash now, almost try say, almost dead, almost deep on my penny. This man missed it. Sat down and who says Ghana your future. Can you say John Mahama can on Kaya who see? Oh, Sanko for where your mother said, when Piasso the President Mahama they would, but and nothing at trouble how heavy be obeying Tiasia. John Dramani Mahama, Mrs. Omu Unifluan Kagana last year, and December 7, ye mistake, and you go fast Uncle for Mubaye, and you woo as a nation, and I'm catch all. Because Uncle forward to more bit on your mother's own baby Ghana. No, say Mahama Becano Kurepan, I say, Obamian, and your men swa. Kagana, Mekana, and Kubiad in Sabede, a begunity. Now, maybe Bompire say, Matisia say, Binumutria, but Omo Etienne, I think that they should mention their name, they should publish their name.
Yes, they don't know you.
They don't know yet. They don't know yet. Now, Obi to send me like Miracle Body. No, about Travis NDC for a Brabant or Mambo. Oh, your wine. Who Miracle Body, a press 7 country. Oh, your wine. Oh, your wine. I would think the radio NDC for Mambo Brabant. Can you imagine this? So, there is allegation against you. So, yes, now to be a small boy over Travis NDC. Look at the Mrs. O'Shea, the Nipa Rollins assemble woman from the PNDC to NDC Tama. What do me find MPP for match woman? What do me find people for match woman? So, yes, now, but now, NDC for the Omunim Yansan, now, my bodam, NDC, Yansan, what? Yansan, to be a trouble mom. So, yes, intimidate bomb pie say, at the end of the day, the arrest should continue. The arrest should continue. Obi biara wa ye NDC ni our Togolam say we are not going to come here and sit here and defend anybody. Me yes akura nyankopon kura nyim kra mfiri nsem. I'm telling you, Isaac, because nipa no two and me nedi. Me kura ni no.
Yeah, nipa ne owie ska no odi oni na busia po.
So be ka chem say ya me Togolam say na me say enye no kura mo me nchi no. You done a deal, me call a Yanasi, as a quite young to what Yabachino, where I'm I'm not going to say that. Nametiano, Yabachim, so when you're with ya, they will hunt you. When you're with ya, Metiano, Bitigalam say a Yabatomaso. So, not Cassano, Casayana, fortunate in Abama and DC for social media. And can we say loon to me, dear by almost 30 can law no into different way. And I am from forest and amano, and I no transfer ma will be, and I say, and why say it's unjustifiable. Will be uncle school that over Transia, the Wacamania law, would it tell Waco? Even though I'm not a lawyer, but me see, a new Sanka children to me. When you're lawyer, how do you know say no Sanka channel? Well, one more because I'm not no better radio, so I'm not a lawyer, but want to transfer. When you're lawyer, how do you know the code numbers and everything the judge know you see? Want to mean one action atum. Chema want to mean one arrested, one arresting what? And every indication shows that Naka Mama to me and Mama go to my see. Ah, I say good pie. I mean, it shouldn't end here. It should not end here. Oma wasa omula ni nyina mesiba wo mia kra ko Yoko bada bia ba wo mia to no every day he goes to Yoko na pomu nyina omokoba afenyo market he has his oni de wo ho PDS in sensem na wo ho omu nyina gabi omu nyina has a problem na Remoacha, or Mudwomani Sinus, and a table done. How can the table 10? Tabula, a bubu, the Benny didn't not wabu a better. Table bubu to me 10 money. No, when the table 10, almost kind of say, I say, election, at the home almost say, a done deal when the table 10. How is the table going to 10 if you are criminal? Because Ghana for no moon, we are comment section, when they keep saying the table is 10, and look at what the youth are saying to them. I don't think that they read the comments when they say all this nonsense. Eti ba the man will be so.
You better say. Mr. Abbey, when you're ready, sir. When you're ready. And Ambassador, sir, 5 minutes now, son. No come anymore. Born no question Spain for one, born Argentina for more born. Yes, and you said the Argentina will should yet.
almost like us and almost mabu.
No more expectation commercial France.
MPP Argentina for almost strikers. Yes, I'm born on the training yet. Born on the so what can I so many fake the only face here because you have so much ba. Nina ya the boy na I didn't know Antokwana yet. Na offer way ya no what yada. Offer way ya no ye because I'm come omonim say baby omonam na where true. Because hey, now this time you enter home. What for body make a show? Yeah, Ghana for mappa. Yeah, Ghana for mappa. Me, they be I'm proud and some. Me go for na fight Ghana see ho. Into no me no me ma obi my ye so and I Ghana no dia no. Onim go for mo fight here. Eh, onim go for mo fight here. Because we be a wono wunni baby ofri no wunni obi a okuma Ghana. Into no ntumi fa ho kwa ho. Yeah. Because you enter Emma man in say, Nkofo Bamu, Chesiano, Okwa, it's Oko Tonsio, Nkofo Tonsio, Ghana Wano. The Benas had then start here. Ben and a Sunday. Let me do what's the region, what's in a regional house of chiefs for no. Me do a mohoya. What it to one among Cassa. No be few before from no Bible say, Masasi, Namo to a monk Cassa. What to a monk Cassa? Ah, no. When you see here and I just want to move. Want to make a count. Now, politicians will no more. Ah, now, Monsieur, Nimubi Bia say, eh, what about I am now more cancer man. I am Mr. Moon said, now, I didn't go for me who the way. Men not to be honest. I am me who the way for you, and I mean who the way for you who near mappa. Almost so, and for 2 grams, you know, I'm Cobra no, and ya say, Prano, and ya say, Nadi. What for body? Gram say no, Nkofo 2 grams say you. That metro. Makasa ada. Oh, I'm now more to ni na no. Ah, omo akata so no. Say nsuo to na eyiri a ebufa so a am na ba nsuo na efi amra nu ekono ebe white. Nsuo na ebe white ana. Netia masay na nsuo e hohoro ni na ekono. Nye nsuo no na ani say bio. By yet na Nkofo ka na Nkofo hu adwen se na am na more to no and na e dey say nimba na this for na omo duabo because me who the way omo communications no communicators no omo to me nkesa because when I common sense utu am na nas one kata so a na nsuo to a say ahwea no nyina no nsuo na ekọ nyina no ani ye red na moto ho obi asay no na mo so moto ho ma wuntumi wonim niema wuntumi asay no Western region niema wasay no Western region with the help of Akufo-Addo na say Akufo-Addo no de ne Ghana na yefo say Akufo-Addo no wo ya de tana o say handed ebom na eto na yagege no so on say onye papa bi me makasa asem no da me kan radio station me do so say look mum kwafo mo ba mo jeje wo mo so no o mo feel super no mo din ayira Kufuor ba ya no mo gigi Kufuor so hey Kufuor pitu ana no din rae. Ayi Akufuor ado mo budget no so na bi
Of
na bi
body.
na yeah. Bakasabi.
So me say me question answer me question Ben or question too on. I don't say deviated from it, but of body
No.
who are saying more harder.
There be me try say me friend say kakra na baba. Ye try.
Yeah. Business said yeah question because that question now. You know now on personality too on.
Anani ya
Me
discuss
di ho adwuma.
ya discuss you see ani atiesi politics.
Me say me politician. Politics there, I say politics there.
Oye pa. Oh, what did I mean pay more MPP for no? Oh, what did I know?
Okay,
What did I know again? Also on the
okay.
MPP. Oh yes, I was on MPP. No one so no MPP.
Obi MPP ni ebe na che so na uzo MPP ni.
Usuba no ni ya no some kind na person MPP.
I know
Yeah.
because Church of Christ na uzo Church of Christ ni.
Yes, ni nyame some the Bible in church no Bible nipa we
Okay. And you know, so we call Church of Christ sa aye Church of Christ na aye court na obi ko no. Ono no we also nyame ana say we court member.
Quarter bay.
Oye, what tempa, the be out the argument.
Church of Christ. Church of Christ aye court.
No, quarter bay.
Church of Christ court you know start here.
Oh,
Kabalites.
Umpa osum tigari mpo no yanka. Oh, okwa asore muko yi mo ho no ntumi mu asore. Me yasim be kwasa asore no. Okwa no wako bu naked. Na wo.
Yeah, it is something that we go for again. Who now also called Church of Christ? And I mean Church of Christ aye court.
And I say what so ya wo naked. You know me no obia okwa asore.
Yeah. You can one.
Say you can of body. I don't know if can say you are what you believe. So just say. I know your belief will also so what will shaping your behavior. You say you pan to join court. Let's say or abemwa. You believe court court can believe you know. And no and other call abem I don't say abem Ethiopia abem say omra. So just say. Ukrobia edemra ene yedi ema se di nipa be betra emraba to improve the life of the people emra so no eda honum for what for lawbreakers so that's it so obi a wo no ya shamra no so wo no umbu no so a you don't have to worry about the law me boana and you know so we are Christian right. That's what we call politics in one. What you believe, as a Christian, what do you call politics in one? And all that, I'm gonna make decisions. Our politics now, so just because we base idea a decision. So that's it. Because
It's Christian in your body.
Kasano Mangazao. As long as American, my Christian in your body. And kasa na mentaso di me kasa me sitia na me kasa no so ahu city that's how it is because enipa no adena enye no o ka chere man film no there be court now woman now say a Church of Christ now you can't find Church of Christ or Bible no the word Church of Christ or Bible no and then odi actually so that's it say enipa no wo untitia unya free uh believe wa ready uwo mu no eno na okọ politics mo a eno na ready kwa ready kwa guide you how a obesi ready all pretty ho so there's it because say yeah chiri o mind ne na dia anaasɛ wokɔ adwuma mu sɛ wokɔ akɔyɛ adwuma ne adeade adwuma bi a wobɛkɔ biara no yɛde what yɛde rules and regulations ɛyɛ dɛ ɛna ato hɔ nom a wo deɛ dɛ wo no based on that rules and regulations no so ɔda sɛ ɛno na ɔhwɛ so na wɔyɛ dɛ wɔaoperate so woyɛ kristoni a tenie woyɛ kristoni a wokɔ a you are not going to what go contrary to what the rules and regulations no they talk about no. Because the rules and regulations in that no is it is not affecting your this to know and answer your this thing no. So that's it. Because I offer so quite jumam that's it. Yeah, the cameras bobo bohoroma cameras bobo bohoroma. We are Christiania about how huh? So we are Christiania we are just all Christiania or koron could be bibi ma. That's a cameras ebobo adwuma mo no na Christian who Christian so who adwuma mo na ka say that na cameras ebobo bo ho no ansesi a of body sir imebu so say I didn't know obu of waranya sa of body hello
Ambassador, who also yet you?
yeah but who is so na we host do no bit my way and you know say who adwuma na say cameras bobo adwuma mo na say who ye adwuma right that's a who no complaining about cameras bobo adwuma mo that means a who no adwuma papa na wo tiri me bo ana
Ebu on
yeah
any keke but ebu on any adwin born in a only team but on the camera.
I didn't know paka wo tom paka na dia se na kokko adwuma camera ni enu no akwa me bo a that's the choices
Of course.
and you know so who na so wo adwuma mu horum dia you can't complain say I don't know camera bobo horum me wa no also no wo bua wo yesika ho adwuma wo ye aduro ho adwuma so all dia say and you know yeah the boss said be ya bibi ba e be hu say nipa we na responsible so they say nem mo no wa dwen bone e wo trim say o pese koko wia de ni ntino wo no fi say camera na bobo ho no e be chiw so they say and you no complain so no one no who believe now believe no so say koko wia de e wa adwuma so what they say and so say koko disika oh position e dey ma oh the laws any regulations the protocols and the adwuma no say the be adwuma no betum pon na ade nti no wo a wo kwa adwuma no wo ye ni ye no wow adwuma no wo ye ni ye no uni obi any say hey say the camera brabo ho so ba live t obo live TV o fa ho because you miss adwuma na wo ye no you have nothing to hide so that is how you can say and you know behavior doctrine what shape nipa behavior nti no sorry a wo kɔ no ɛno doctrine no ɛna shape wo life wa wo yɛ wo de ebo nti no sɛ wo John court bi a ɛyɛ sɛ ɛte sɛ ɛyi a saa sorry am from the Church of Christ ya wo nneɛma bɛyɛ biara ɛfa kwam
You Church of Christ as yena yes obi for so baba.
and you know that is how it is and you know say yeah can a seminar because to me, the other wakwa and Galamsey, saying, you can Galamsey asem. And she said, to me, Galamsey, Emra Achinoa. That is how it is. So just say, and you don't cause because, and yet, to me, and Kwana Galamsey, Mibuana. You
Ɔsɛ
say,
ɔma
Achino,
yɛakye no
dear. And
ɔma
the can
sika
say,
de
Achi,
ntua nko a
and
unless
to me,
yɛbɛka
Achino, to Amon Cosso, Amon Chip, amount for our Galamsey, now for Yenre. You 3 months, 6 months, you say, in soon and then I got a so near right? Quite no near that, I didn't know. Ah, man, I don't know. Yeah, they, if we were so, some machines near that in the Uno Kumobi. So just say,
na
they
6
who
months
say,
ma ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nte nsuo no ani deɛ sɛ wanyɛ fɛ o nsuo ani bɛtumi ate 6 months
now Ujai, I don't know, yeah, any intimate.
ɛsɛ ɔmo gyae a ɔmo nya nipa no biom nkyɛn no ebi bɛyɛ ebi nso ɛwɔ hɔ deɛ
Ah,
still no
oh, they say, Pobiachi, no, that's in the Pacono, Jaya Jumana. That's a baby environment, no, I clean. Huh?
ɛsɛ ɔmo gyae sɛ nipa even though ɔmo gyae
Nti no so munya ye die. Omunya ye nti o say teacher omo mo say ehu more arrest and a more sentencing and I'm what. That's what I'm saying, you know. So to me ekoi ebia betima you obi or no because with my come there 6 months. So that's it. With my come 2 years. So that's it. Maybe near teacher because I don't think that near summer bon kwani e galam say or me bwana. And think I'm say oh no man.
nkran deɛ
Northern
menyɛ
region
tee
galam
bi
say
sɛ
oh
bi sɛ bisa bi menyɛ sure sɛ nkran
galam say Northern region say oh and I to me well I don't know so no where on your Northern region it's actually to me so that's it into more you know galam say any other day e Northern region and then be a one money other day so that's it. You show send galam say kwaso ni nipa ko prison no
of course
I
sɛ nipa ɔmo
amanfo a ɔmo lottery a ɛkɔ so a ɔmo sɛ korea nsuo tɔ a na ɛfa nkurɔfoɔ nyinaa ɛne government officials a ɔmo tontɔn nsase a ɛyɛde ama nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo sisisisi ɔmo dan na ade nyinaa ɛsɛ yɛde ɔmo kɔ ɔde aseɛ na ɛno nso so ɛyɛ nhwɛhwɛ ɛna sɔm ayɛ sɛ so woyɛ government official a woyɛ adwuma wɔ lands woyɛ adwuma wɔ ha na sɛ ɔkɔ obi kɔkɔtɔn asase a ɛne kwan sɛ ɛtɔn ma wɔ bi a wɔn nso so ɛbɛtumi ayɛ dɛ ɛde wakɔ akɔtum so nti no ɔmo start na ɔmo kyikyikyi bebrebe ntum meboa nti yɛkyikyikyi bebrebe ntum a ɛno no de transformation no a ɛyɛ pɛ no bɛba sɛ ɔde aseɛ na afei so ɔmo a ɔmo cars ɔmo twi market ɔmo tɔn nneɛma wɔ kwan mu a ɛne kwan sɛ ɔmo tɔn nneɛma nyinaa ɔwɔ sɛ ɔmo nyinaa kɔpam ɔmo firi hɔ nom sɛ ɔde aseɛ because ɔpɛ sɛ ɛyɛ kuro no yie nti ɔmo nyinaa ɔsɛ ɛsɛ kɔpam ɔmo ɛkɔ nima Accra Central ɛne adeade a ɛyi ɛkwan a kaa fa so ne nipa ayɛ dɛ ɛnam so ɔgya se pavement na yɛyɛ dɛ ɛwɔ sɛ nipa nam so no ɛhɔ na yɛtontɔn adeɛ no ne nyinaa ɔsɛ ɔmo sate na ɔmo yɛ dɛ na ɔmo ɛkyikyi wɔn sɛ ɔgya se ɛwɔ sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛde pepe yɛ ne yɛde bɛpɛ kɔsi ne nyinaa ɛwɔ mmerɛm ɛwɔ Ghana hɔnom sɛ ɔgya se ɛdi sɛ ɔmmerɛ no mu deɛ a ɔsɛ yɛ de ɛde yɛ adwuma so na aban contractors ɔmo a ɔmo sika ɔmo fanya kwan a ɔmo nyɛ kwan no yie 3 months 6 months 1 year na kwan asɛe no nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ dɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛkyikyikyi ɔmo a ɔmo ma contract no nti no nipa no yɛ adwuma no wie a ɔmo kɔkɔhwɛ sɛ adwuma a ɔmo yɛ yi it meet the standard a yɛpɛ anaa ɔmo anyɛ ne yie a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ dɛ yɛkɔkye ɔmo so nti yɛgu so kyikyikyi a aten sɛ meyɛ kyɛ sɛ bi a It is a cyber chromo. What's all they say? Because see, I know sad, yeah. Let's say, if I coach it back na ya jai, ya make one semana, ya chino, ne jai. Said the Omokano, send the party basso pra, no mind, you know. Now almost was at every teaching call for. So what I say. But meanwhile, no, say Emrana or Hormona, I was say, dear Jumano, say, she will be a where they would be born here. Miniature say, so we independent, no, a chi will be on Bidibonia. Say party Eba, Onishika, party Biba, Onishika, because we are following the law. So what I say, of a body, hello, hello, yeah.
Where you also the law is the law.
Oh, yeah, I said the law is the law, and the law is also for everybody. So what I say, and you know, and the law also, because we also said galamsey, people are still doing galamsey. It's more, you know, whether it be a campaign and I say, wow, we call galamsey site, they were more day, same thing, yeah, they didn't. We have to start arresting them. So that's it. Because, see, I was so more idea, hopefully, no, in Sunani, a baby, now free, you're finding one now, sad degradations, now my find a way of what recouping the land. But say about 500, I did not go to Baco, I go to more 499, no, not some go so ya, na Obia and Chiu Modia, then Okoya now by. Eh? Yeah. And she was also no son of Mekano. So I called to now woman, they catch you, sir, will be free my wife. Because Church of Christ now, a woman now. Oh, no, one child, the Papa Bia, or no. Because when you say, Church of Christ believe, you know, at the Puntu about my of a body, of a body. Hello? Hello?
It's you, Kasa, it's you.
Okay, yeah. Be so
Kasa,
much.
number no spinaja.
So, me you almost flew so now. Na yanko, that's how I court leader Isaac about the Church of Christ and America James, and that's all.
Ada the Isaac show.
Hey, I didn't to one of my 8 hours, a Johnny, you know. MP before Johnny.
Him for na Johnny.
Hey, MP before. Johnny. So be out. So be out. Because be out. MP penny, you know.
Okay.
Johnny.
And then with you walk of Church of Christ as a mabetu. Say police no
Ah,
but can police.
politics. This is politics, no. Or Ghana Church of Christ for money on them. So many politics. Omo MPs now. Omo MPs. Omo bribe. Enko campaign. Enko cheniyema.
There be say nye Church of Christ assembly ka. Nya sorry assembly ka.
You can't believe. Say, Papa started and said, Christian life, and that's whatever we in life, you know. Is it different from your political life or not? So what do I say? I say, are they independent? So,
Okay, your Christian life is apart from is part. Also, your Christian life is what?
Is it independent from your political life?
Now, I one also all politics or a Christian.
Huh?
One also or a Or politics are mainstream or Christian.
Principally, and a set of guys
As
for
someone even ever
church, Church of Christ, how many parliaments?
So many
How many
say politics.
parliaments? Yeah, and you know, so many politics and the so many children, or say Kokoyeno, or Tino Cano, see, Jen baby, and yes, so no, Oko, do Sunday, Omoko, Church of Christ, or Omoko Kokoji.
I mean, problems there, but Church of Christ teaching, they can't a political similar.
Bread. Omoko Kokoye said, Ready, you could run Church of Christ, or you could have ready, Opiabo and Trendiana, Bakaka, and Sensema, and any men come here.
And I didn't know any general. I didn't know any general. I didn't know any general.
Oh, no, no, buy one in general, or buy one in general.
Okay.
Moviana. Mama can be, you know, to give it to us already. What I'm not cross so in Pomo move so because politicians and they say Isaac, no, and as a pepper, oh, my cousin pepper be ours, and a conforce oh, my cousin pepper be Isaac, for you also dear. Abby in Casa, I know why, so we're sure more.
No more. Why anyway? Why him? Because I'll be the best work.
What you know to say?
Christo Adaro Maboko.
Church of Christ for my day.
I can't say a Christo ni Christian life and political life. Are they the same and I say different?
I did the small there are differences in it.
Oh, political life now, Christian life and I say
political life and I say not Christian life.
Also be a Christian. On your kwesiaro kona story we any bibia but ko politics media a different can also the anytiana and I say oh my Christian life no influence or political life no any almost omudi home community so also will be become with me and I say your traditionalists your Muslims you know your almost your religious life is your religious life different from your political life.
Life,
yeah. That is the question, yeah.
I continue for radio.
Yeah. The assembly
political life influence or Christian life influence political life.
Muhammad in truck a crana would be from
now my main child gave me say any training on nenyo.
Okay.
Training on nenye into Buhana a disse a was in trouble.
Say the any
or the stroke say a doctor there's already will be say master of Dr. Wahadika was the main teacher. Dr. Bejichi. Maybe you do a beer as I see a tea. Say, wait me, I can be now with the GBBD. And it is Uncle and the Nanka, and it is allowed. It's allowed. Say, wait me, I can't see me now with the Joe, with the dear, I dear more mighty. And I come before say. Now, over chat the any more now. A baby na intimate she won't so we now with the say no madia. And no now what have you kakra. Mintimi say a dog wa idea. Mintimi say a why na a quite the busan and say why we your widows way and why an okay and say
Abraham has some numbers okay.
See visa. Say I don't know then I look a crow. Say and see a coupon a suburb no say Mamu from son can be busy and see. I think say 1 or 2 or 3 be a pure baby.
Say you're okay. Who's one of them? You're going to bear. So they say.
Aye.
Let's say, can we answer Abraham Casa, but because of flesh in team. So that's it. Woman, because the go catch Abraham say, obey the or come home, baby, or could be so that's it. Hey, but Abraham could do all on anything because Abraham, he said, so Cassa, because Sarah won't fit, right? Into Cassa, and you don't know, or any Omokuno, no matter Sarah. And I was saying, me, I don't know. Oh, me half sister. But Nakopon, and our bam, so that's it. Because in Nakopon,
Say, and America say, and 2 war no which trade in Yankopa Bemsidi, Yankopa Bar, Eba Abraham didn't be pro. Well, Bobo de Bia, every rescue, and tra, or come on, only say, we'll truck we, and cat,
Wa he
Ebwa,
wo pese ye to aba ma. O ko
was
ana
it?
ka jo me ba, o pese ye to aba ma. Na o ko na ko ka kire nkofo se o me ba, me si school mi enu ama mo. Na o ba wa si school na.
And
No
the
no
next
sa
one,
ntro na ya na se.
all say, and America say, say, a year, send a papa moon, so you had debut. What to a notice and come one idea and compass what the boy go for pa or compass or boy. Now you say, open it to show now answer which may be tin pap with my opus or yard, when you can be because or no to one why I continue or would you be
Na wa anga sa o personal experience te say. O de ne te say.
in terms of side you say
Ai
in terms of side
o politics no o ya o transfer
say
na say.
maybe maybe me I can't be experience dear. Maybe say maybe feel say do be maybe say do be as human being no. Yeni na na no kre.
Ayo o ye
No bi
mama
on
na
wa.
for na as human.
Oze, mama say no kind no.
Man baby so say as human be.
Mama openyi mama as no kind no. On say ejire be u jire be na dey ba kwa comment, be kwa commentary. And I'm say o kind no, we do so wutie. Say ne saka kunya say wo ye. The o kind so bit for person we so ye so anye. And it is up to one ni ye. So as me any the obi so odo so betwa ntro. Obetwa also ono kwa de, wo say wo be stress ye mfama no. Say mo mfa so me hwe.
Fan so me.
Mo de so me hwe. Ono kro no ka no kro. Wo say mo mfa so me hwe. No no kro ka say mo mfa so me hwe no kra no ke bo. Ye de ko so de hwe. Ono o ka no kro o ko do be ka no kra no. So wo de mo mfa so me hwe. Mo mfa so me hwe. Say mo go say bia mintimi nya wo de we kra de mo mfa so me o ka no kra. O ka no kra si di ba ka no kra si. Anybody can increase the in a year, number the money you look at them say, Book for crab or crab to me. What's the mission? Open your name in the mission.
Meet you pa.
Aye, ain't no what business to say. Open the catcher of a crap because no be or don't know we saw a castle one of anybody was to call uncle. Was it can be a be out on one coda. Obey ya chinchima. Obey your dimity in the bed as I am transfer.
Make us now will count personal experience at the old and we any say.
And I'm just saying, oh, and it's a yen I say, as it is, again, so open the year do be also to come between Ned Danny, never favor that GBB.
And he only says sometimes Obaha now but can't say Mayana.
I want to say, Nada in the Bible, I don't be an archive.
Oh, there be a passier.
Bible, that one wanted T. Bible, that one, you know, can't some more, or can't you now preface that? Or Tribute or Cassette or Cassette, Bible, Cassette. Bible no kasa turu bi o kasa che badwumafo Bible no turu bi o kasa che badwumafo eti we say no me kasa che badwumafo tie enie Bible no kasa che badwumafo eti turu bi as enipa no as on enipa no turu bi o kasa wo etre nimdifo enye no nyina na ye kan ye bie mu da mu kan pefie to ono sa eti sa na tie eti wo person me ba no me pepe mu cha wo nya ne sa free me chen
menti ye wo kan menti as you dog go to as
aha
Uti
That means
okay.
you all kind of says here.
Who asem me? Me who may be
I mean,
your
say
religious
Bible no
life.
say Bible no all kind of say be a your metaphor your similarly like say Bible baby one what can some but
The Bible na church will say ukoye politics here twitwa ntro kakra na say
baby in Bible can be as
nti sana mpese me hu say the church
oh
because you see your religious life and your political life
Enti
and
no
only
ye
are
ku ye ni mo no.
different and the same.
Ye ku ye ni mo no. Ye ku ye ni mo no. Sanity ye fa mahama. Aseno be
Oh,
kan
me
ye fa
for
ntunche.
Mahama de 20. Now what can we
Ye fa
do?
ntunche. Ye fa ntunche. Enti me religious life na me be ekura me no. On se Nyankopon no bo me no. Wo di nimdi ni nyansa nyina dua be preko pe. So what me che no. Enti se dia betinya me so etie no. Se dia me betinya me so esifatie no. Ah, metimi ahwe political behaviors no. Order me che no. Na me so metimi ahwe se boa me political my religious life and I say religious political life no omo exhibit no and me religious life no ye pa na say nyepe de wo mo ano no what me chere because nyansa nyina ekura me de kura me politics de eno no police and then see the politics ba nyankopɔ anwene me de nimdie ni nyansa ni adum ni bibia de ama me etino me ma politics no emba override nimdie ni nyansa ni adum nyankopɔ de ama me da entimi possible da and intina politicians omo ya dia as a nipa as a citizen no say kura mo wo so no citizens na mo kro bia mo so bia no and these politicians omo ye bibia no mutumi redi se mo dwene mo ankasa mo dwene mo bra bo ho kane ansana ono politicians no kura mo dwene se wo de ba beto no no na mo ko fa so de no mu da ko vote ono chi na ma fa no na mo da ye mo da ko vote de asema wu anipa we kan e be benefit one say em benefit one say as a Christian no sa politician o gina hono no wo baba no ke ka de o kan nyina no e betuma benefit me say em benefit me na mo di gina mo particular no no na mo de to ba na ye na e wa ha no mo no dupo na no every individuals be without even think about one no kra nka so ba bra bo kra so ma ko to ba on na me che no enti se hu se Nyankopon aboye no what the aduni nimdie ni nyansa amaye as individuals oh my Ghana hanom as a Christian me Christian ankasa amintimi sie menim se me Christo ni prekope no ene die the feel say the Christian life no so much important than political life. Oh, so much important and so valuable than political.
why is this year we Christian say okokoye minister. Are you going to put aside your Christian values, now okoko pick it political values, so I say you take your Christian values, to go
Doctor,
to that ministry,
Christian
now
life,
what shape,
Christian life nature me say adwuma na ya soma me se me be de me obi na wodi nanim akwaje say obeso wodi o mananim na me no off point me say me be head some institution na department be eti because department no enyoma wo se me ye na eboa eba department no efa so e de boa society community and in the country no na at the end of the month no you twa me ka no and then what say me with me di yo and then what say me di so na me yo said ya me nko amas wealth ema me nko aho na others no surface that much like that
and you are going there and you are going there with your Christian values because Christian values,
yes
that's what we are saying. And you are not going to make your Christian life different from your political life, right?
That's it. That's it.
Okay. But how do
And to Christian,
how do you
ambassador, the thing is that say you mean who had you we see ya as on my yet who said you a free through from so we Muslim, so we traditionalist because what you mean can say ye only Christian and kono more say disciplines be our religion. I think say other religious bodies no more disciplines be one more a chair rightful doings. The no my papa I was a nipa wo it is so fans say ye dia manya wo dia hwe so na wo hwe so abosom you twa wo ka e wo say benefit we be ma on say man said yeah obitima translate it and no etima ko reach other the last end no bia ho to no me for say as my Christian values no obi a ho beto no ko we say mu obi a ho beto no e wo ye bone ani atwe waso e Christian values no be punishment is allowed. Punishment is part of it. Na ni na unto because they maybe walk room say well ambassador me walk room say do not Christian values at all and acquire personal values and nipa the exhibit to ko say personal values am go exhibit to ko one personal one
because why you because maybe I'm places of worship now as I'm for Christian, they are not teaching them. So because you see the doctrine now you hear it's going to affect your behavior.
Is it about the church
change.
or is it about the church or is it about the person? Because
It's two things. It's either you are not getting the right information or you are getting the right information, but you don't care. That's what I say. That's how it is. Because then there is something wrong with the leaders, or there is something wrong with the church members. So if they are not getting the right information, or if they are getting the right information, but their behavior is not in line with that information, then there is also something wrong with them.
I was anybody say and you be a motu kwan ebia nanka motu kwan nyina odo na moye Christians and I say bibisia no na at least there were still shortfalls in terms of utieni ya born ma boni so we Christian was but ebia na how bi and I say nensa and I say no bi won ho na kenye but otu kwan ko hu system bi a system no no kro system no a we bibi e be punish you no system no laws no be punish you a wo hu mienu miensa say ye de bank fu punishment enkofo no sa punishment no edoma ko endi baby no etini sa adena na ewo mu kura na betima yo akontu mu no omo hu say ekro no mo na mu no ntimi yesa de no amma sa honhom no suban no atwe from mu now ye kru mu han mo no obu e Christian pa but community and society another department and say position the man no wo ba no hu se kofu bia boni bebrebe ye punish you bia enti so on so akwa ne say eni so bia ye ne se ne nyine betimi aye emna ye de ye nya me hwie say ya dia ambassador dia nke ye punishing the pa se wo ye Christo ni so nye Christo ni a me kiri se anka boni bebrebe ekoso ambassador anka enko escalate so much and too much like this. Any part say you create me. Ambassador, you create me. Yeah. Okay, manu crazy. That minute she said.
Moanusi na yenko.
Create me. Benjamin. Create me. She said, "What you say? The pay buttons. What you say? Do ko say o fadi re ne manyi na ku kamu do mo ko sorry. But we ko echi di bu betia ni say just you man no. Then because one no di kan na wie sika na one na to say and was about to know and about any sir. Yes, shall see and punish nipa for their wrongdoings. Me did say ye betimi asesa amna yi amakuna yi abana boy opanyi mi dasi bebre
yo enso edase the program bi si
Loué, tout le monde